You're live on the BBC. Right, okay. That was really super interesting, actually. Oh, flip heck. That's moving the camera around, which is rather annoying. I won't be using the mouse much, but maybe need to use it sometime. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that was really interesting, actually. Let me just try some. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Probably get done for copyright now. And then, wait, history. Da da da. And let's finish off watching the end of that.
Set the brood box on top of the vacuum box. Release the queen. And then
Hi, Dan. Hi, mate.
So before I turn that queen loose, I want to make sure everything is clear.
Bear with me a second.
At that house, Dirt Rooster threw in that comment how Mr. Ed had thrown in a Japanese hornet queen because she was so big. Now, this is the queen that came from that hive, and she's going right back into it.
Wow.
Let's turn her loose.
That is so awesome, man. That is amazing. Yeah, sorry. I was just watching something and I got a bit caught up with it. There's a YouTube channel. He's called Jeff. Was it? Jeff Hopcroft. I don't know how you pronounce his surname, but anyway, he's a bee enthusiast, American dude. It's really cool, actually. It's fascinating, and he removes hives from people's houses if they've got like a, there's a beehive that's, or a colony of bees that has been in their house wherever, and he'll go along and he removes them, and he does it in an amazing way. It's really fascinating to watch, and then he takes it to this place where he's got all these other hives and like just replants them there, and it's fascinating, seriously fascinating. Anywho, right, okay, so on with the show, as it were. Right, okay, so just for the time being, just for a minute or two, because like obviously there's only Dan at the minute, and it'd just be nice just to wait until hopefully we get a couple more folks joining in. It'll be really nice if possible. So let's have a look, see what Dan's got to say. We had a bee hive in our birdhouse in our garden. Wow, cool, man. Yeah, I like bees, me. I do. I find them really fascinating. So hello, hi Sherry, hi. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah. I remember I have told about this one time just recently in a video, actually, when I was at that cemetery. But when I was working on that farm back in a place called Daventry, back in back in flipping out, was it 1995 it was, summer of 95, and I was working on this farm in Daventry. And they had a couple of beehives. And what happens, like I say, when a hive gets too big, I mean, probably a sort of big hive would be about 10,000 bees, say. And then if it gets bigger than that, it all varies. It depends. You know what I mean? It really does depend. But so just for argument's sake, about 10,000 bees, and then say it goes over to about, I don't know, 5,000 more, so like 15,000 bees or something. Then what happens is that it's amazing because they, as a collective, the bees realize and understand that that is just too many bees. So what will happen, because all the bees virtually there's some bees that are male. The vast majority of bees that you see in a beehive are female. They're all drones. And they're all female. And then what happens is every now and again, when it gets too big, a male will be born, and that male will no, hang on, sorry, wait, I'm getting confused. No, right. So no, hang on, wait. Yeah. So, like I said, they're all female, and they're all drones. But every now and again, when it gets too big, another queen will be born. And what happens is that, like I say, there's a couple of males, but they're usually meant for defense. The females are the ones that go out and get the pollen, do all what's name, build the hive, feed the eggs of the new ones that are getting born and what have you, like a nursery and that. So they do all that sort of stuff. But there's a few males that are born that are used as like they're for defense mostly, so to defend the hive. So they'll be sort of like patrolling around the hive, at the front of the hive, and this that, and the other. And so one of those males will impregnate the new queen, and what will happen is that queen will then take the excess bees. So like say like just for argument's sake, there's 5,000 extra bees, and the colony are aware. It's amazing how they do this. It's all, like I say, it's just like instinct or whatever, and they realize that amount of bees can't sustain that with the amount of resources that they've got locally to the hive and this, that, and the other. So this other queen will then fly off and take that other 5,000. That other 5,000 bees will fly off with her, and they'll start a new colony. It's fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating. I love it. I love bees. I really do. But they're actually terrifying as well, because if you've ever been next to a swarm, and I'm talking, like say, a couple of thousand bees, easy. Do you know what I mean? You know, again, maybe 5,000-6,000 bees. You getting really up close and personal to that many bees, and the amount of noise that they generate, of course, with all of them buzzing. It's really awe-inspiring and it's scary, but it's amazing also to watch. It's fascinating. I love it. Absolutely love it. Anyway, that's my little waffle on about blah, blah, blah. Hiya, Sherry. Whenever I see your name, it reminds me of the Frankie Valli song, one of my favorites. Oh, right, okay, cool. Hi, Paul. And TI to all of you guys. Yeah, so okay, so a couple of little things off the bat. So yesterday I was talking to Sandra via Skype, and one of the things we were discussing is the sort of time and the day that I do the live streams, because obviously I'm aware that I think obviously the majority of you guys are in this country, but obviously I'm aware of like people like Sandra and like Chris. Chris has said on a couple of occasions in comments that he would like to join in the chat sometimes, but he kind of feels like the subjects that we talk about sometimes he doesn't feel comfortable enough talking about, but whatever. But anyway, again, it's all about trying to find a time that's convenient for basically as many people as possible. Obviously, I'm never going to get it absolutely right, but one of the suggestions that we were thinking about, and again, please let me know what you guys think and feel about this. Give me your suggestions, your ideas. But we basically came to the conclusion, maybe do these live streams on a Friday, maybe stay to the same sort of time, so Friday 6 p.m. Because of Friday being a weekend, and perhaps most people then, you know, they've got the time, you know, they're back from work or whatever, maybe this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. So, like I said, I've always said this, that this isn't set in stone. You know, I'm quite happy to work around other people's needs and stuff like that. So, like I say, just give me your ideas, give me your input. You know, if you want to stick to this same time, I guess it'll be fine. But like I say, that was one suggestion that we were thinking about, Fridays instead of Mondays, but at the same sort of time. So anyway, yeah, like I said, just something to put out there. Now the other bit of news, which, you know, to be quite honest, I've just done a video about it as well. I've just uploaded it. It's only a little short video. It's not that long. And it's just me talking about this particular. So today in work, I happened to overhear one of my colleagues talking to my boss, And it's not that difficult not to watch them because you're in such close proximity to each other. But anyway, so I just started listening on the conversation, and I was included in the conversation because I was standing there. And but basically, the upshot is that, and again, it's not absolutely certain. This even my boss is saying like fingers crossed because she doesn't know for 100%, and nothing official has ever been said to us. And that's the other thing, as one of my colleagues pointed out. The worst part about this, that they announced this bonus 3 months ago. And as was pointed out, maybe they shouldn't have done that. They should have announced it more or less the time they were going to do it, rather than like 3 months in advance or whatever sort of thing. And it's not only that, as the other person pointed out, it's the fact that there was no communication after that announcement. Do you know what I mean? So we were all left in the dark as to when this was going to happen. Do you know what I mean? And everyone was speculating, obviously, like I say, and then it got me in the same frame of mind. You know what I mean? Is this really going to happen? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, basically, it should be happening now on Thursday. We should be getting this bonus on Thursday. This Thursday coming. Now, like I said, I don't really want to get my hopes up too much, but I mean, flipping heck, if that happens on Thursday, that's going to be a nice big chunk of money in my bank account. And do you know, the thing is, and it's like, I've got all these little plans, like I said, I've been saying it for a while. Paris trip, definitely. Oh, by the way, Dan, that reminds me, I must tell you, I've been checking out the catacombs today. I've been online, I've been checking out the catacombs. Now, the guided tours and stuff like that, the official, going on these tour things and the official side of it it's really expensive, mate. It's seriously expensive. Like the cheapest one that I could find was 78 pound, something like that, nearly 80 quid. And that's the cheapest. They go up from there. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know how long the tour lasts. I couldn't get all the details, but it's a guided tour. There's certain restrictions and certain, like, I forget what was there's something about like there's no facilities down there, so if you need to alleviate yourself, then you make sure you go before you go down. And there's a capacity of like up to 200 people. They can't get any more down than that. If you book it online, then you get these things called like jump the queue or skip the queue tickets, so you're not waiting in line. If you get the ticket there and then on the day, you could be waiting a good long time. Apparently the queues to go on this thing are huge. Paul, don't count your chickens before they hatch. No, well, like I said, I'm not necessarily, but I mean, the thing is, if it's supposed to be happening on Thursday, there's no harm in me just checking things out and thinking like, oh, well, this is what I might do or whatever sort of thing, blah, blah, blah. And anyway, it's human nature, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's like, but yeah, no, in the back of my head, I'm kind of like, come Thursday, if it's not there, I'm not going to be like, I mean, yeah, I'm going to feel a little bit disappointed, but, hey, flipping heck, it's been promised and promised and promised. And like I said, just yet another false deadline is not, you know what I mean? It's just going to be water off a duck's back these days. But blinking heck, that's more than what I expected. Yeah, no, Dan, I was the same. I was shocked. I'm thinking, flipping heck, do you know what I mean? It's like, I thought some of the tourist attractions in London were expensive. Do you know what I mean? But then when I saw that, do you know what I mean? I'm thinking, flipping heck. And like I said, from £78, it goes up from that. Do you know what I mean? And like I said, that was the cheapest one. So, hi, Ruth. How are you doing? Good to see you. Glad you could join us. That's cool. But yeah, I was going to be. Sorry, Len. I was just trying to read. I was going to be. Okay, sorry. That's brilliant, Sharon. I love it. Haha. Husband. Oh, sorry. I guess you were talking to yourselves. I guess husband has got that song. Oh, all right. Cool. Yeah. So. Do you know what I mean? I would love to have gone on it, and I've seen some videos on YouTube. I was watching a couple last night. I was watching this young guy Don't like his style though, to be quite honest. I mean, you know, I have no problem. I watch YouTubers that very rarely, if at all, point the camera at themselves. Do you know what I mean? They do their videos, and it's out and about. So there was a guy that does exploring old mines in America, you know, gold mines and, you know, tin mines and all this sort of thing and what have you. He even goes abroad and does it as well. But and I find it fascinating. I love watching it. But he never turns the camera on himself, or at least extremely rarely. And all you see is him narrating as he's going along and talking and this, that, and the other. You know, that's fine. But this kid that went to these catacombs in Paris, right, is like, you know, he does that as well with the camera pointing forward. But then he turns the camera on himself, and like when he was on the train going to the thing, and when he was in the catacombs. But then he pixelates his face out, and I'm thinking, well, why bother pointing the camera at yourself then? It makes no sense. Sorry, you see, I think logically, I think in logical terms, and to me that makes no sense. If you don't want to be on the camera and you don't want people to know what you look like, that's fine. Do you know what I mean? No problem with that. That's perfectly fine. Do you know what I mean? But then why go to all the bother and what's name of pointing the camera at yourself, knowing that you're just going to blur it out anyway? It makes no sense. But anyway, each to their own, I suppose. How cool is this? You know, Zach from Ghost Adventures has a museum called the Haunted Museum. Some tourists went there and he happened to be there and have them. Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, I know about Zach's museum because obviously I follow Ghost Adventures. I have done for many years. Yeah, I've seen it on video. I've not actually obviously been there or whatever, but yeah, it looks really, really cool. And apparently that building that he bought was supposed to be haunted as well. And I forget what it used to be. I think I have seen the documentary or the what's name when you know, when he first buys it and he explains what it was and so on and so forth. But I believe there is some history to that place as well. And again, I think there's like a bit of a salubrious history to it, if you like. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if some murders happened there or something, or I can't quite remember. But yeah, it's really, really fascinating. Excuse me. But yeah, I know that, and again, I would love to go there. That would be so cool. It really would. God blimey, because like, of course, he's had fans go there and do like overnights or whatever, and sort of do like, you know, challenges and go to different rooms, and because like he's also done episodes there of the Ghost Adventures TV show, and they've done like rituals and stuff like that, and you know, all sorts of different things have done in that place. And so, because I remember one episode where he had these 3 or 4 fans that had won this little competition to spend the night there or whatever the heck it was, and to be all sort of cameraed up with like GoPros and stuff, and of course the whole place is cameraed anyway, and they had to sign a waiver saying that they were aware that certain rooms rituals had taken place and that there could possibly be like negative energies there and what have you. So they had to sign a waiver saying that, like, yeah, if anything happens, I'm not going to hold Zach Bagans liable if anything goes wrong. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, thank you, Nick. Do you know what I mean? Oh my God. Oh dear. But still, I'd love to go. Wow, that would be amazing, to be quite honest. It really would. Yeah, so yeah, basically that's my news. Like I said, you know, with this possible bonus on Thursday, I think one of the things, like I said, I mean, obviously, I definitely want to do the Paris trip. I'm going to try and organise. I'm already checking out train tickets and stuff like that. I'm checking them out, see what sort of like price range. The cheapest one, again, I'm finding is £109, but that's one way. Then 70 odd pound return. So it's like 180 odd pound thereabouts. So return. But that's like a day return type thing. You know what I mean? You come back the same day. So like I said, I'm sussing it all out. I'm checking it all out. See what the feasibility is and all the rest of it sort of thing. I even went on Google Maps, right, to check out where the train station is, so that when I come out at the other end and get off at the, I can't pronounce the name of the train station, sorry, because I don't speak French and what have you, and blah, blah, blah. But wherever that train station, it's a central train station in Paris. And I was checking it out on Google Maps, and I was seeing if I could navigate myself like I do. I do this with stuff when I go to places in England. Do you know what I mean? Places I've never been before. And what I'll do is I'll go on Google Maps, check out where the train station is, and then how far the train station is to the town centre. And if there's any particular things like a castle or a museum or something of interest, I'll check out exactly whereabouts they are before I go, so that when I get there, I'm not just wandering around thinking like, oh, where's this and where's that, and all that. I like to plan ahead, you see. I like to sort of prepare myself beforehand, like do a virtual recce sort of thing to suss out where things are and stuff like that, so that I can easily get to these things rather than be wandering around completely lost. And so that's what I was doing on Google Maps in Paris. And the thing is, like, I was trying to navigate my way to the Eiffel Tower using the Google Maps and got completely lost. Even on the Google map, I just got completely lost. I'm like, oh no, I can't. Which way do I go now? Am I still going in the right direction? Oh my God. So if I'm going to get lost on the Google map, flipping heck, is there any chance, is there any hope for me when I get to Paris itself? Mind you, now, do you know what? It'll be fine, because I love just wandering around places anyway. I really do. And just as long as I don't get seriously lost to the point, like, I end up in some flipping place where, it's like, I don't know, sort of like, I'm just picturing that some of the horror movies I've watched and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? And end up in some sort of like, deserted country village or something, and like, I don't know, my imagination will run away with me. But yeah, so yeah, it'll be interesting. I've never literally been abroad before. I mean, I've actually, I don't know. I know this might be, you see, when I think of England or think of Britain or whatever, I can't help it. Maybe it's because of my age or whatever. I don't know, whatever. But I know the fact that there's four essentially different kingdoms, essentially, in the sense that, like, obviously Wales, Scotland, Ireland, and England, essentially. And I know they're all sort of separate countries in and of their own right, in a sense. And even more so these days than perhaps when I was a kid. Do you know what I mean? So when people have pointed out to me before, because I've been to Edinburgh, and I loved it. It was absolutely amazing, beautiful city. I loved Edinburgh. I must go back there again at some point, definitely. But in a way, because it's still part of the UK, I never really saw myself as being out of the country in that sense. But then somebody pointed out and said, "No, you have been out of the country. You have been out of England." And I'm like, "No, what do you mean? No, I've never actually been abroad." And say, "No, I'm talking about you've actually been in Scotland. That's a different country." And I'm like, "Hey." And then, of course, then I realised what they're talking about. Of course it is. Do you know what I mean? It is essentially a country in itself, like Wales and like Ireland and so forth. But, because it's part of the UK and what have you sort of thing, I just never thought of it that way. I find that really interesting. But apart from that, essentially, I have never set foot off this island, because that's what we are, essentially. The UK is an island. And so, like, I've never left these shores, essentially. So that's going to be, just in and of itself, is going to be amazing and fascinating. And to be quite honest, I'm actually quite scared as well, because, like I said, I've never been abroad before, and I've never been in the country. Now, I know that France, that's why I guess I've chosen going to France first. If I ever get the chance and opportunity again at certain points to go further afield or whatever, or go more into Europe somewhere or whatever. But I guess I chose France, one, because it's pretty damn close to us, so it doesn't feel like I'm too far from home if anything kind of goes wrong. Hi Sandra, but and I understand that I guess there's a big proportion of the French speak English or speak it fairly well or whatever. But again, it's just irrational fears. It's just irrational loss, and it's something that I've never experienced before. So therefore, you're always going to be frightened of the unknown, essentially. But yeah, so I'm also quite feeling quite trepidation about it. Do you know what I mean? And the fact that I'm picturing myself walking out of that train station in Paris, whose name I can't pronounce or remember how to say it properly. I know it begins with an N, I think. Anyway, so, but the train station in Paris, I can picture myself walking out of it now and being absolutely terrified. Do you know what I mean? On one level, at least. Do you know what I mean? Excited, but also terrified at the same time. Because I'll be walking around, I'll be looking around, I'll be like, oh my God. It's like, and I can't help it. It's like I said, it's a part of my brain that will automatically go to, what if this happens? What if that goes wrong? Do you know what I mean? It's like, I can't help it. My brain will do that. My brain will just automatically do that. But of course, then I balance that with my brain saying to myself, look, don't panic. It's absolutely fine. We're going to enjoy this. It's going to be great. Do you know what I mean? And I'm pretty damn sure it will be. Do you know what I mean? But that'll be my first reactions. I just know it. As soon as I walk through that station gates into the main street there, that will be my first reaction. I'll be like, but that'll be part of the fun. That's part of it. Do you know what I mean? That's part of the experience, and that'll be part of the fun, actually. Do you know what I mean? Yes, I'll be nervous and all the rest of it, but that's part of the excitement. That's part of the whole experience, because it's kind of like, oh, it's a bit scary. This, oh, what's going on? Do you know what I mean? But not to the point where it'll be like I'll be so scared I can't do anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, hang on. You got to take the Eurostar. It's reasonably priced and badass. Yeah, I've been checking it out, Sandra. So the cheapest one I could find, £184. So that's return. But that's a day return as well. So it's not like a day after or whatever sort of thing. Because again, I'm not sure whether I'm going to do overnight or the weekend or whatever sort of thing. I think for my first little outing, it's like dipping my toe in the water of travel, as it were. I think I'll just do the day thing, because there's an early train. I mean, okay, fair enough, it's early, but I'm used to early anyway. So there's like a 10 train or something in the morning, and you get to Paris for 9:15 in the morning, and then of course then you've got loads of time, and then I think the return is something like, I can't remember off the top of my head exactly. I think you return to London for 18 something or other. I can't remember the exact times now. So that's far. No, hang on, what is that? Oh, I always get I always get the 100-hour clock mixed up. Joanne always told me you take 2 off. So if it's 18, so it's 8, take 2 off. So that's 6, isn't it? So yeah, so like something past 6 I don't know. Anyway, again, these are all preliminary. This is not exactly what I'm going to be doing. This is just me checking stuff out and trying to suss out what's best and so forth. So go for the night. You're ready. Oh, you're already there. Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm not saying this is absolute. Do you know what I mean? This is just my preliminary thought sort of thing. So I'm just kind of like mulling it over and what have you sort of thing. So I'm kind of, because yeah, there's a part of me would like actually to spend the night wandering around the streets of Paris a little bit, see what the nightlife's like and so forth. And that's why I'm thinking maybe, like say, go on the Friday, I think, and then go through to the Saturday sort of thing. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I think that'd be quite a nice experience. I would imagine Paris at night time because like Paris is supposed to be a very romantic city, apparently, from all the things I've read, all the things I've heard on TV and film and all the rest of it, sort of thing. And of course, back in the day, it was supposed to be the main hub for all the artists and the art world. Van Gogh stayed there for a little while. So yeah, absolutely. Wake up in the morning, Paris. Caffeine with croissant and a cappuccino. I love it. Oh my god, yeah. Can you? Oh, yeah, that'd be interesting. Because of course, like, hey, I wonder if they've got a Pret there. Oh my god, they probably have. No, actually, wait a minute. Actually, thinking about it, do you know what? Because obviously, I do know a little bit more about my company these days, and I know they've got one in New York. They've got one in Hong Kong. They've got a couple of others as well. Oh, there's one in Dubai of all places. Yeah, they've got a Pret in Dubai. Do you know what I mean? Believe it or not. But I don't remember there coming across that there's one in Paris. So oh well. Anyway, but yeah, and for me it'd be a latte, not cappuccino. I much prefer my lattes. So it'd be a croissant and a latte. I holidayed to Spain on a coach through France. I'm sure you could do the same to Paris. It's really reasonable price. Yeah. The only thing with that, Dan, is because again I did check that out. Obviously, I've been planning this for a while and I've been checking it out periodically. Is the amount of time? Because like some of the coaches, you're talking up to like 5, 6, 7, even 8 hours on some of them. Do you know what I mean? And you know, if me and Joanne were still together and Joanne was here, she would be able to tell you just what I'm like when it comes to coaches. It's not good. It seriously isn't good. And that was just a coach from Manchester to Blackpool, for crying out loud. You know what I mean? Imagine what I'd be like by the end of a trip on a coach to flipping Paris or something. Oh my God. I'll be tearing out whatever hair I've got left, possibly. Yeah, no, I don't do coach travel very well, to be honest. I really don't. So, but you're right, though. It is a lot cheaper, a heck of a lot cheaper. But like I say, I did look into it because I thought, like, well, you know, it's a lot. But then, like I said, it's the time, it's the travel time. I mean, at least the Eurostar, it's 2.5 hours. Well, you know, two and a quarter hours thereabouts, roughly. And you know, and of course, I love trains anyway. Absolutely love trains. And to sit on a high speed one, do you know what I mean? That's going to be even wow. Oh, definitely. I'm definitely vlogging that one. Do you know what I mean? There's no two ways about that. I'm definitely vlogging that. Oh my god. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the coaches are definitely a lot cheaper. Wish I had 2 nights there. Oh, sorry. I wish I had 2 nights there. Oh, sorry. One didn't feel like enough. No, I can imagine, Sandra. I can. I definitely. I totally get what you're saying. They have several in Boston. Excuse me. What? Oh, hang on. Sorry. Whoa. Wow. I'm missing this. Bonjour, Paul. I work for Pret in Manchester, and I'm happy to work there. Nice one. Love it. Awesome. They have several in Boston. Oh, all right. They've got a couple of Prets in Boston, eh? Oh, I didn't know that. I know they got one in New York. That I definitely know. I wish I'd. Sorry, right. But you get there in the morning and leave the following day in the evening. That would be all right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. You want to plan a couple of nights though. Check out what you want to see and then decide timing. Yeah, no, absolutely. I think I definitely want to do the Eiffel Tower, I guess, because it's the most iconic, and also I think it looks pretty awesome. I always have done. You know, considering it's made out of steel, I think it's steel. It might even be cast iron. I mean, considering the time it was built, I mean, it was like 1800s or something, I think. I'm not 100%, must admit. But and so I don't know. Early industrial revolution, I think, but I'm not. I mean, not like super early, but I'm not sure if would it have been steel? It's either steel, obviously, or it's cast iron. One of the two. I just saw Spot go flying past. Did you see his tail just then? I saw his tail go. Yeah, so definitely Eiffel Tower, definitely the Louvre, for obvious reasons. So definitely want to check the Louvre out. Oh yeah, the Mona Lisa is in there, isn't it? Yeah. So that'll be another interesting painting. Apparently, from what Sandra's told me, I think, if I remember right, I'm sure Sandra told me this, but I'm sure other people have told me this as well, is that it's really tiny, apparently. You get a sense that it might be quite reasonably sized, maybe A4 or bigger or whatever, A5, I mean, no. Well, anyway, whatever. But apparently it's quite small. And because it's in such a massive security thing and this, that, and the other, it's really, really hard to get a really good look at it, apparently. And of course, then you're going to have all the crowds around it. So, you know, but still, it'd be interesting nonetheless. My coach took 26 hours to get to. I can't pronounce that. Sorry, being dyslexic can be a pain in the bum sometimes. In Spain, however, 2 weeks in Spain made up for it. Yeah, I can imagine. I didn't plan anything and still enjoyed it, but I wish I had gone into a museum. The Louvre is closed on Tuesdays. Oh, thanks. Thanks for letting me know that. Thank you. But I like to say, I'm thinking of going on the weekend anyway. So the Louvre is closed on Tuesday. Boo. I had the best onion soup there. So if you like that, I can tell you where to go. Sadly, I'm not an onion soup fan. Not an onion fan in general, to be quite honest. White Horse Rider. Hi from Texas. Hi. Hello. How are you? Weekend trip will most likely be cheaper. Yeah. And again, that's another reason why I was kind of thinking of going at the weekend. And yeah, it should be a little bit more relaxed, chilled, I guess. I mean, hang on, sorry, folks. Sorry about that. Still got this cold going on at the moment, so apologies. Dan, do you still bodybuild when you are on your trips, or do you take some time off? Weekday, weekday cheaper, not weekend. Oh, okay. Yeah, but you know, I still want to do. Sorry, I'm just sorry I missed your chats. I hope your rash is better. I'm recovering from the same myself. All right, cool, mate. Yeah, like I say, I mean, mine's psoriasis. This is psoriasis. So, but yeah, this flipping cold as well, man. Oh, I hate having a cold. Doesn't half bring you down. But yeah, sorry. What was I gonna something? Yeah, so like, yeah, I think, like I say, I'm thinking of doing the weekend. I know it might be a little bit more expensive, but the thing is that I'm trying to work out if I can get at least a couple of days. Because the thing is that, like, from my understanding, and there's a thing or there was a thing in the staff room, and it was saying book your holidays, places going fast, first come, first served, sort of thing. And that was when I more or less first started working in that shop. And obviously, there wouldn't have been any chance of me sort of, you know, diving straight in there, especially after all that time I'd had off to begin with anyway, and so on and so forth and so forth. So, like I say, I'm not sure yet. That's something I'm gonna have to speak to my boss about that and try and suss out if I can get some time off. Because if I can get some time off, then maybe I can like do a weekday or something as part of the Paris trip. I don't know yet. Like I say, this is all at the moment. It's all just spitballing and it's all just, you know what I mean, just trying to work things out. Sorry, let me try and catch up. I have the same, but mostly on my scalp. I'm trying this new aloe vera gel. It's working really great. Plus the medication. Oh, cool. Nice one. Yeah, that's traditionally where a lot of people get it. I mean, luckily my scalp at the moment is not too bad. But then again, usually I shave my head and I usually moisturize every single day. But just lately I've let my beard grow and I let my hair grow a bit. So just for the time being, I'm going to do it. I won't be like this all the time. At some point, it'll get to the point like last time where I'll get fed up with it, and I'll just shave it all off again. But yeah, and I get it on my face as well, actually, because when I was on the dermatology ward, consultant dermatologist told me that I've actually got a very rare form of and it's a combination of dermatitis and psoriasis, because it's extremely rare for people to get psoriasis on their face. Apparently, it's not that common among psoriasis sufferers, and so that's why really there isn't any actual creams as such specifically for the face, because the creams that you use for your body are too strong, because obviously your skin on your face is a lot more sensitive, a lot thinner in that sense compared to, say, your arms or your legs or other parts of your body. So like your face and your scalp and whatever sort of thing, but face particularly. So there is no specific creams for that. So, you know, I just have to just do the best I can with that. And that's why it's flared up just recently. I think that's another reason why I've let my beard grow a little bit, to be quite honest, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but when I was still shaving it, there were occasions, especially in my vlogs and stuff, and you'd see that there's all these red blotches and patches all over my face, sort of thing, especially around here as well, particularly around here. And I did become quite self-conscious of it. Do you know what I mean? Especially, you know, where, you know, being in the video, and my face looked particularly red at points, and you know, I hated it, to be quite honest. I hated that. So that's another reason why I've let it grow again slightly. That's not the main reason, really. It's just bored of shaving, fed up of shaving. But anyway, I'm waffling. So, whoa, hang on. Let me catch up. Hang on. I don't want to miss your comments. I seem to get sick when I have a rash too. I think you are like that. Yeah, I mean, with the cold, I don't know. I very rarely actually get colds, to be quite honest. Very rarely. But when I get them, oh boy, do I get them. Do you know what I mean? It's like, wow. Usually I'm on all-inclusive holidays, meaning I can eat and drink a whole lot, Sherry. That means I don't lose any weight from not training for 2 weeks, then back to it. Oh, nice one. Wow, DB, that's so cool. Sounds like fun. I'm a girl, so I can't shave. Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. You see, this is what I was saying last week about, like, because this is a really interesting way of communicating with people, and you know, because like if you're face to face with somebody, either through a Skype thing, or even in, you know, obviously even better in person, then obviously you pick up much more information, sort of thing. But when you just see like a thing, and then obviously the a person's got a, you know, they make up a handle for themselves or whatever, obviously then it's really difficult to discern who is who and what is what and so forth. Do you know what I mean? So apologies. I had no idea I was talking to a girl. Sorry. Thank you. So mine is mostly dermatitis. Ah, right. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, like I say, mine's this combination apparently, which is really rare. So the dermatologist told me anyway. London to Paris on Wednesday, 8 a.m. 11 p.m. return on Thursday. Blah blah blah. 2.5 hours train ride both ways. Paris is 1 hour ahead. Okay, right, gotcha. 130 quid. So London to Paris, Wednesday, 8 a.m. Return on Thursday. Right, okay. Right, okay. Yeah, that's not bad, is it? 130 quid. Right, like I said, I'm gonna definitely have to speak to my boss, and see what she says. Maybe I can get a week off at some point. I'm not sure when exactly yet, because obviously I'm gonna have to time it right. But yeah, I definitely need to speak to her about it. Definite. Uh, I'm older, so I quit worrying about what others think of the condition. Yeah, same here. Same here. I mean, yeah, now and again, I can't deny that now and again, in certain situations, or if somebody sort of points it out or whatever sort of thing, I have had some horrible experiences with people over my psoriasis in the past. I mean, seriously, some people have just been really mean and really horrible. And I remember once, I'll never forget this. I have to tell you this. This was amazing. There was this guy that I knew. He suffered from it as well, and he got so sick and tired of people poking fun at him, treating him as if he was some sort of leper with like leprosy or something, and sort of going, "Ugh, what the," and all this sort of thing, and reacting really, really badly and negatively. And one day he just had enough. And so one day, this person come up to him and turned around and said, "Oh, what's that, mate? Oh, what's that?" And he turned around and he made up some ridiculous name, and he said something like, I don't know, Billy Ricky or something. He said, "Oh, it's Billy Ricky, mate. It's highly infectious, highly contagious, blah, blah, blah." And he just really, and he freaked the guy out. The guy freaked. Do you know what I mean? Because he was saying like, "Oh, it's so contagious. Even just talking to you, you could catch it." Do you know what I mean? And it's like, oh my God, that was hilarious. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so, oh, hi, Kev. Sorry. Hello, Kev. Hi, mate. Uh, for some reason, everyone thinks that I'm a boy. No worries. Yeah, that's a good point, because like it is an assumption, isn't it? Because like White Horse Rider, I don't know. Does that sound necessarily like a male-y type thing? I don't know, really. Now that I think about it, I don't think it necessarily does. But yeah, no, it's a good point actually. Yeah, that's in November. Uh-huh. Sorry. Oh, God. Yeah, sorry, I got you. Yeah, sorry, it took me a second then. Uh, Christmas lights. Christmas lights. Uh, hmm. I don't know. I don't know. Do you know, these are all really good suggestions, and I'm not. What's that? It's just that the thing is, uh, and I know I'm going to get scolded for saying this, but you see, I ain't very good at saving, and I am not very good at keeping hold of money when it comes my way. To be quite honest, my father used to say that it burns a hole in my pocket, and I guess that's very true. And the thing is that I just wouldn't be able to, and it wouldn't be necessarily because I'll be just spending it willy nilly or this, that, and blah, blah, blah. And in fact, these days I'm probably a lot less like that than I used to be when I was a youngster. But the thing is that, uh, if I try to keep hold of that money to one side for November or whatever, or even towards the, like say, the Christmas lights or whatever, the thing is that like inevitably I'll dip into it for stuff, because there's going to come a point when like I'm short of milk or I'm short of bread or whatever, and this, that, and da, da, da. And I'll say to myself, oh well, I'll just take a fiver out, and I'm sure I can put that back when I get my next wages or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And so inevitably, I'll end up dipping into it, and before you know it, it's like I haven't got enough then to do the Paris trip, sort of thing. So, I mean, like I said, don't get me wrong, you're not wrong in what you're saying either, because there's a part of me is kind of like, yeah, but I do tend to be quite impulsive as well. That's another thing I have to try to monitor a little bit, is my impulsivity. Um, and I guess it's partly because I've been waiting so long to do this Paris trip. I've been planning it for over a year now, and obviously, like I say, I want to get the nice new screen because I need it for my editing of the videos. And also, like I say, I'm thinking about the camera thing. I definitely want to try and get a better camera. Definitely want to try and do that. So I think the camera and the screen will come first anyway, to be quite honest. Because if I am going to do the Paris trip, there's no point in going to the Paris trip with my old camera if I can get a new one and get a better, do you know what I mean, wider lens thing, and also sort of HD or whatever. So at least we can get some decent quality pictures so that you guys can see Paris in its full glory rather than rather grainy or whatever sort of thing. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, let me catch up with what you guys are saying. I told people it's poison ivy at bars, so they stop hitting on me. It works really great. LOL. Yeah, yeah, nice one. I love it. So true, DB. Especially Parisians. Oh, hang on, I've missed something. Sorry. What's happening? Have a look at some general French phrase lessons on YouTube, Paul. Nothing makes the locals smile more than people making it. That's very true. That is very true, my friend. And I will try. I am a bit of an old stick in the mud and what have you. It's not kind of easy, but no, I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. Why not? I'll try. Because I must admit, that's another thing I love about working in my shop is the fact that I'm working with all nationalities, people from around the world I'm working with. And, there's a lot of them that speak their own language, you know what I mean? And so there'll be a couple of them here and there that, from the same sort of area or that, even though they're from two different countries, say, like they've got a similar language or whatever sort of thing. And I find it fascinating. I mean, like, for instance, one of the girls, Rosie, the other day, this family came in. They couldn't speak English very well. I started serving them, but obviously because of the language barrier, it was really difficult to try and grasp what they were asking for. Luckily, Rosie was at the side of me, and she could converse with them without any problem, sort of thing. And I just stood there for a few minutes listening to them. I found it fascinating to see them talking in their own language. And do you know what I mean? And because Rosie can speak perfect English, she sounds just like me. Do you know what I mean? But then to hear her then speaking to these folk in their own language, sort of thing, and I'm standing there, I'm like, wow, this is pretty awesome. Actually, I have no idea what they're saying, but I guess I can try and discern from from some of the conversations, some of the reactions, what they may be saying. Do you know what I mean? It was fascinating, actually, really interesting. But yeah, I must try and do that because you're right, Dan. It's absolutely spot on. People do like that. They appreciate that. Do you know what I mean? What else am I? I told people it's. Oh, sorry, I've just read that. Sorry, beg your pardon. Where are we? Oh yeah, especially Parisians. I said yeah to my friend, and Parisian said, what? Sorry, I don't know how you can pronounce that. Like, say that instead. Us Americans. Right, sorry. I hate being dyslexic. November is just a month away, though. I mean, the lights for Christmas should be up in November. Yeah, no, I kind of get that they probably will be. They'll be up around here soon as well. Christmas seems to get start earlier and earlier. These day and age. I mean, make the reservations for that time now. Got you. Yeah, I see what you're saying because I could always book it and this, that, and the other, and blah blah blah. I've done that with Joanne, like I say, when we went to Manchester that time, and we sort of like pre-booked everything. Interestingly, though, we've done it a couple of times. We've done it, and we always used to go to a Premier Inn. And the first time we did it, we prepaid. So it was all up front. We did it online and everything was paid. So then when we got there was nothing to. But the second time we did it, the last time we went, we actually paid when we got there, actually, interestingly. But yeah, I see what you're saying. We can kind of do it. I could do it that way, I guess. It's pronounced we. Oui. Oh, I see what you mean. It's the spelling. That's another interesting thing, you see, the way things are spelt, even though they're using the same alphabet, they're spelt in a completely different way. That's another fascinating thing. Language is fascinating. It really is. Yeah, I know what that means in French. Yeah. But I didn't realize about the spelling. Like I said, that's the thing. Do you know what I mean? Because I would never think that, obviously because we use a W to say we. Do you know what I mean? And, they're using an O. Which would never occur to me to sound anywhere near like that. Do you know what I mean? It's interesting. Like I said, this is fascinating. It really is fascinating because, like I said, I mean, language and the way language is constructed in different countries, even though they're using the same alphabet essentially, which they are essentially, but use it in a different way. It's interesting. It really is. It's fascinating. You kind of have to pre-book to get the best rate. Yeah. Oh, not always. Not always. Sorry, context, please. I've lost the context. I'm not sure what not always is referring to right now. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, right. Gotcha. If you use Android at the Play Store, there's some really cool see and say apps. Ah, right. That you can just run in the background all day long. You'll learn it. That way, it went. Ugh, go away. Flipping moth. No, sorry. That way, it went faster. Or so I've been told. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds interesting. Definitely. I'm actually using an app, See and Say it, to brush up on my Spanish. Ah, cool. Right. Yeah, no, that sounds interesting. Sounds a good way of doing stuff, actually. Yeah, okay, cool. Right. There was something else, and now, for the life of me, it's escaping me. Yeah, we had 8 subscribers a minute ago. Sorry, I mean 8. What do you call them? I don't know. What do you call you guys? Viewers? I suppose it's viewers, isn't it? I mean, wow. Yeah, whatever you guys are referred to as in online speech. I don't know. Sorry. Sound like an idiot, don't I? Get yourself a cup of tea for your coffee. Yeah, no, I know. Oh, I've been at it all day, to be quite honest. That's another thing. That's another reason why I need to go to the GP and all. I definitely need to go and sort that out. I didn't go today because, like I said, I'm just not going to have enough time because, like I said, I had to go to do some shopping. Like I said, I didn't finish my show. I didn't get back home here until Brixton until about about 3:30, roughly. And then, like I said, I had to do the shopping. Then I had to come back and edit the video. And then, of course, it wouldn't be long before I'll be doing the live stream. So, you know, and then I got like the early shift again tomorrow. So, yeah, it's like, but I think I'm going to try it tomorrow because I'm doing an early shift, 8 till 12. So that'll give me better time and longer time to get to the doctors, make an appointment, and so on. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing. My also, considering you're from Texas, are you a fan of Hank Williams Jr.? Ah, yeah, Ruth is right. You should get some tea with tons of honey in it. Yes, and all the See and Say apps are free. Oh, that's good to know. Excuse me, sorry. I am, and I'm not like I'm not. I liked his dad better. Ah, right, gotcha. But then again, I like George Jones the most. Ah. Then, of course, after that is I don't know how to pronounce that first name. Atkins Ray Davis and Mark Knopfler. Ah, right, okay. Yes, of the Dire Straits fame. Right, I'm going to make myself a quick cup of tea. Don't go anywhere, folks, because I'll just put the kettle on, do that, and then I'll come straight back. And then I'll go and make the tea. 2 seconds, guys. I'm not going anywhere. Chat amongst yourselves. Okay, back again. Oh boy. Oh, the chat's disappeared. Oh, that's the first time it's happened all night so far. Wow. Ah, the chat's back again. I love Hank Williams Sr. too. I meant to put senior, not junior. Haha. Are you into Don Williams? Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. And sorry. And I totally love Don Williams. I was actually trying to practice guitar to him a couple of days ago. Wow, nice. I'm teaching myself guitar, so just everyone knows it's hilarious, but it's kind of working after the second year. No, fair play. I mean, I took guitar lessons when I was a kid. God blimey, Charlie, that was about when I was 11 years old. And I was mainly doing it because my friend did. Yeah, I enjoyed it, but I never stuck it out, to be quite honest. Typical of me. Never see things to. I can't even speak now. Flipping heck. Never see things through to the end. It's usually the way things go with me. Don't forget to take extra meds and stuff for your badge that you might not need when you're going, but you might need when you're there. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, yeah, that's good advice. Do you like Van? Sorry, can't read that bit. Josh Turner, deep, lovely voice. I'll tell you one of my favourites. I hadn't heard for a while. I've got one of her CDs. Oh, for crying out loud, her name's escaping me. I do not believe this. Oh, for crying out loud. Her it's on the tip of my tongue. In a fast car. And I can't remember the lyrics either now, but something about in a fast car. What's that flipping lady's name? I can't remember. I've got one of her albums and all somewhere. Somebody put me out of my misery and tell me. Oh, I hate that. Hello, Spotkins. You doing, son? Yay! You're so sweet. Hey? Beautiful boy. Really beautiful. You say that to everyone. All right, son. Come on. All right, son. All right. Yep. Spotty! Yay! Spotkins! Yay! Yeah, Spotty can talk to you for a little bit whilst I just get my tea ready. Tracy Chapman, that's it. Yay! Oh, you don't like going on there, son. Oh, Spotty. Spotkins. Oh, yeah. Yay. He's a good boy. All right, so he's come running out then. Spotkins. Yeah, Tracy Chapman. That was the person I was trying to think of. Tracy is the bomb. Totally agree. Totally. Yeah. Wow. I love her music. Oh, sorry. I put the camera down, didn't I? Because I was trying to show you Spot. Oh God, that's better. Oh, you can't beat a nice cup of tea. Was in London till late last night and ended up helping to hand out the food to the. Oh, nice one. It really upset me, but felt fantastic to help in a very small way. Nice one, Kev. Well done, mate. Yeah. Hang on, sorry, I'm just trying to get this. Where was it now? Yeah, is that better? Yeah, that's kind of it. I told my mum and sorry, I told my mum in grade school I wanted to play guitar, so she put me in the band and brought me a tambourine. Yeah, it sucked. Man, Beardy Rebel, we need people like you in Texas. Yeah. Sorry. Wow, it's fire engine. I can tell by the deep noise of the engine. I'm so used to fire, ambulance, police cars going up and down that road, almost on a, well, not, I mean, fairly constantly, not like constantly, but it's because I'm on a, even though it's a small road, it's actually quite a busy road because it's a main sort of link between Herne Hill and Brixton. And because it's a sort of like main connection that way, even though it's a small 2-lane road, it gets super busy. It really does. So that's why you get a lot of the emergency services, because like I say, it's a quick cut through rather than going around all the major roads to those places. It's just straightforward. So blah blah blah. Let's see what's happening. Right, Paul, I need to know the answer to this from a man of experience. What helps a homeless person more, giving them money or food? Ooh, now that's a very good question, Dan. It really is. I mean, ultimately, I would say food, but it kind of depends. I mean, for instance, there was a guy I once. I mean, I don't know if he's still around. Kind of hope he is, for because hate to think that anybody dies out on those streets. But he was in a bad way. You know what I mean? And this is another thing that gets me about this day and age that we live in. That the thing is, there's a man. He's a Scottish guy originally. He's from Scotland originally, but he's lived in England most of his life, if not all, vast majority of it. And there he is, homeless. He's got really seriously bad ulcers on his legs and stuff like that. He can hardly walk. And also, he's got one of those like colostomy bag things, where you can't. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be too graphic, but where you can't go to the loo and stuff like that and what have you. And he needs those bags to be changed, obviously, on a regular basis and this and blah blah blah. And one day I bumped into him. I hadn't seen him for a while, and I gave him some money to get some of those bags. You see. But obviously those are more, what's the name situations or extreme situations, if you like. But no, I think the best thing is food, because you avoid certain things or issues surrounding giving money. But also, the thing is with homeless people is that, as you can imagine, I say the vast majority, there's a big proportion of homeless people will use either drugs or alcohol. And that's basically because, for a lot of them, they're self-medicating, because a lot of them have gone through trauma of one form or another. It's usually stemmed in childhood, but not exclusively. And so because they're not going through the mental health system or whatever, or they've not been diagnosed or whatever, a myriad of different reasons, a lot of them will use alcohol or illegal drugs as a way of self-medicating. And so the thing is that, like, for me, sometimes I'll give money, but I won't give like a tenner or a fiver or this, that, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? A couple of pound here and there, whatever, is kind of fine. I mean, of course, like I said, it's a balancing act, really. It's a balancing act, and you use your judgment in the moment. I think, mate. That's the best thing. That's the best advice I can give you. Is use your judgment in that moment. Do you know what I mean? Somebody's asking you for money or whatever, and then if you turn around to them and like I say, don't feel obligated either, because you've got no obligation. It's not down to you. That's another thing that annoys me about this country, and the world in general, but this country specifically, because obviously I live here. But that's one thing that really annoys me, is that it's always left up to charities. It's always left up to individuals to help these people out, sort of thing. And that it shouldn't be that. It should be the goddamn government that bloody helps these people and what have you, sort of thing, because it's their goddamn duty to do so, and it should be, at least. Do you know what I mean? But Anyway, so personally, like I said, don't feel obligated for a start off. You know what I mean? You might feel a bit bad. Somebody asks you for some money, and just basically like I say, like, I do it now more often than not. I don't give as much as I used to. Mind you, I've got very little to give these days. But even when I do have a little bit of change in my pocket, I don't do it as much these days. One, because there's just too many. You can't. We're not like Jesus, and we can't feed the 5,000 with a couple of fish. You know what I mean? And like, so you give to one person, you walk 5 minutes down the road, or even less, and there's another person there, and they look even more flipping what's them, and you feel even more sorry for them, and you think, oh shit, I wish I'd given him now instead of that one. Do you know what I mean? It's a judgment call basically, and like I said, just use your judgment, and do what you feel you can at that moment. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I guess the best thing is food ultimately, rather than money, because that then becomes a little bit more complex for various different reasons. But anyway, sorry, I'm waffling and waffling and waffling, and I'm missing your comments, guys. So let's try and catch up. Sorry, guys. Sandra, I wish you could call him on the phone and tell him what you're saying. Hey? Sorry, what did I miss? Sandra, I wish you could call him on the phone and tell him what you're saying. Huh? Okay. Maybe I'll pay for it. Hang on, sorry. Maybe I'll pay it for us. That would be so cool. What the heck am I missing? Sorry. Oh my god, I'm really curious. What the heck am I missing? I seem to be missing something. Okay, fair enough. Right, blah blah blah. Giving homeless a job and a place to live is the most important. Yeah, and again, Sherry, that's the thing. It's homelessness is an extremely complex issue. Believe me, obviously, as you guys know, I've been there. I was there for 20 years. Not only that, obviously, I've worked in that field for a little while, and I've worked with John Connolly, and the issues are complex. They're varied and complex. And yeah, in some instances, giving a homeless person a job and a home would very much help in lots of different situations. But sometimes people have very, very complex issues and can't just be solved easily by giving them a job or a home necessarily. I mean, it's a good start, and for some people, even with people with complex needs, it's also maybe the first step is to actually give them a home, because once you've got a home base, then you can start to work on all the other issues that you have. But yeah, no, absolutely, it's a very complex issue. There's no one easy answer to it. um, and it's a combination of all different things. And like I said, even though I was saying that like the government should step in and so forth, but yeah, charities play a role, individuals play a role, and I guess in a sense we all as a society play a role in trying to alleviate that situation and what have you, in any small way that we do. Do you know what I mean? Even just having this conversation, do you know what I mean? Even just having this conversation it is in some small way useful and helpful, I guess. But anyway, sorry, I'm just trying to catch up with you guys. I meant maybe he'll pay it for us. Voice recognition plus a Texas accent. Not a good combination. What? Sorry. Oh man, this is becoming really. I'm trying to work. Right. I meant maybe he'll pay it for us. Pay. Sorry. Okay. I agree with you. You rebel. I was homeless at one point, and it was so hard. Just every day, so hard and unbelievable. Yeah. No, absolutely. I actually got a video on my channel called "Homelessness: A Way of Life?" question mark. And I sort of I don't know what you call it. I wouldn't say it's a poem. It's kind of like a poem. I don't know what to describe it as, but it's kind of like, and the way I do it, it's almost like a poem sort of thing. Or there's another word, and I can't think of what the word is, but yeah, it's my sort of like take on the experiences of what it's like to be homeless. Essentially, it's only about 3 minute long, I think, or something like that. It's not like a massive. What's the name? Right, sorry, just trying to catch up, guys. Thanks for answering that. Always something that played on my mind. Yeah, like I said, mate. You know, like I said, just basically use your judgment. That's the main thing. And like I say, I think, yeah, always go with food if possible. You can always you're bound to get them that'll reject you on it. Do you know what I mean? I must admit, when I was homeless and people were offering me food rather than money, I just told them no. Do you know what I mean? Because ultimately my addiction was alcohol, and that's all I cared about at that point. Do you know what I mean? I just wanted alcohol, and so, you know, for me, if somebody offered me food, I wouldn't be most of the time I'd be polite and everything and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, no, you know, blah blah blah," or whatever. I would find a way of like discouraging them from that idea, and then obviously they would then either decide just to give me some money or they would just go about their business. So, like I say, you're going to get people that won't accept your offer, but I guess actually there's a big portion that will. Do you know what I mean? And there were times when I did. Do you know what I mean? I didn't reject every time. Do you know what I mean? If somebody offered me food rather than money, yeah, I'd take it, because most times, like I said to you, and like I've said in videos, you see, me and Sandra were talking about the person's name escapes me, but the hierarchy of needs sort of thing, and one of them being like food. I mean, food and shelter and this, that, and blah, 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 but food being one of them. Now, if you had my hierarchy of needs when I was homeless, alcohol would be right at the top of that pyramid, and food would be right at the bottom of that pyramid sort of thing, because like food was just not a priority. So yeah, there would be times when, you know, if somebody offered me some food, I would take the food, because I wasn't going to use the money for food. You know, that was going straight on alcohol, plain and simple. You know, so but anyway, waffle, waffle, waffle. Uh, uh, so food for me, it was food that helped. Can work when you eat. Yeah, no, good point. Absolutely. Uh, I actually lived in my car for a while, so as long as I had enough to eat, I was able to save up money to get a place for myself again. I lost my house during the hurricane. Oh wow, sorry to hear that. Really am. Wow. So, but yeah, I mean, you know, it as I say, homelessness is a complex issue. It seriously is. Um, you know, when you think about it, in some ways, I think homelessness is a microcosm of the world at large, in a way, and the ills and the troubles of the world. In some ways, are reflected in the homeless population, in a sense. Do you know what I mean? In a way, because you've got everything there. You've got homelessness, addiction, mental health, addiction, uh, uh, childhood trauma, abuse, all you know, every range of societal ill, and what have you, sort of thing, is within the homeless population, and it's kind of like a microcosm or a reflection of society, in a sense, when you kind of think about it. So let's see. Hi, Kev. Sorry, Trying to catch up. To see a man cleaning a plastic milk bottle he'd got out of a bin right next to a posh restaurant where they were being served by waiters made me so mad. Yeah, I mean, it's you know, I've seen that so many times, my friend. I've seen that so many times. The the juxtaposedness of uh yeah, I mean, like, I've seen homeless guys, you know, sat next to like a Bentley or a Rolls Royce or something. Do you know what I mean? As they're sat there trying to beg some money or whatever, and yeah, the starkness of that. Do you know what I mean? The starkness of like this expensive car that costs just almost as the same price as a house, especially in this country. I mean, like I said in that video when I was down near Berkeley Square, and there was the Rolls Royce and Bentley shop that I was standing next to. And I was checking out the price. I was just curious. I was checking out the prices of those cars, just wonder how much these things actually cost because I'd never really looked into it. And then I saw the prices of some of them, and I'm like flipping it. And some are like 177 grand, and this, that, and the other. And like I say, if you go and watch that program, Homes Under the Hammer, if any of you guys ever watched that, and you see the prices for houses up north, particularly up north, maybe not so much down in the south, but up north, you could buy almost two houses for that price. Do you know what I mean? Two 4-bedroom houses or something. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? And yet it's just a car. Do you know what I mean? Essentially a luxury car, granted, but it's a car. Do you know what I mean? And yet for the price that you pay for it, you could buy a house. You know, it's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. You know, it really is. I think that being mad is the correct social response to that experience. Good on you. I meant to call Sandra to call you and say play trick. Oh, right, okay. Right. Oh, do you want me to play some Tracy? I can't even speak again. Do you want me to play some Tracy Chapman now, whilst I'm live streaming? But of course, there'll be an issue with that in terms of the copyright stuff. It's such a pain in the bum, that stuff. It really is. You know, I've been wanting to do a compilation video of all my favorite types of music. Do you know what I mean? Because I have got a very eclectic taste in music, and I've wanted to do one for a long time. But the trouble is, I'm not sure how I'd get away with it because of all the copyright issues. Do you know what I mean? It's such a pain in the bum. It really is. You know, it's not like I'm going to make any money out of it either because I demonetized all of my videos. And it was all because of that stuff around the advertising thing that YouTube had and this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 blah. So even if somebody's song was on one of my videos, and then it got flagged for copyright or whatever, the person who's got the copyright to it or whatever, this, that, and the other, they'll get all the money anyway because, like, I would make no revenue from that. Absolutely none whatsoever. If anything, YouTube makes all the revenue, not me. Do you know what I mean? Because, like I say, adverts still go on those adverts still go on those videos. But as I said, I'll get absolutely no revenue whatsoever. Do you know what I mean? None at all, because all my videos are demonetized because I demonetized them all. Do you know what I mean? Because I was fed up with the games that you two were playing. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, you know, and again, whether that's down to YouTube, it's algorithm, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. I know all the ins and outs of that, but you know, ultimately, you know, it got to the point because, like, they demonetized videos of mine, and this is, I don't know, about 2 years ago, maybe more than 2 years now. I can't remember. And it was when it all kicked off, when all that advertising thing kicked off, and there was loads of advertisers pulling out, and loads of big channels were losing what's the name, and people were getting demonetized right, left, and center, and this, that, and you know, blah, blah, blah. There's this big hubbubaloo, wasn't there? Anyway, the point is that, like, you know, it actually hit me, and I only had like just over 100 subscribers at that point anyway. Do you know what I mean? And anyway, so the thing is that, like, it flashed up on my email, and there was, like, I think about 6 videos that came up that they said, like, oh, we're going to demonetize this. And so I thought, oh, that's a bit weird because you know what my videos are like. They're the most mundane, generally speaking. They're not that controversial for the most part. Do you know what I mean? Maybe the odd thing here and there, but you know, nothing really. What's them? You know, stuff that your grandma would watch. Do you know what I mean? It's not like. But anyway, so I went through them to double check. Do you know what I mean? Because I was thinking, like, why did they demonetize this one? What's in there that would be considered to be? And I swear to God, I mean, apart from maybe the odd little slip of swear word, maybe, and even that's rare in my videos, generally speaking. And apart from that, I can find very little, if anything, that advertisers would think, ooh, no, we better not put our adverts on that one. Do you know what I mean? And I felt it was really unfair. Do you know what I mean? And I'm thinking, like, why have you demonetized this? I can't understand it. So I thought, I'm not going to play the games. I'm not going to go into their flipping what's name and do a, like you can do like I forget what they call it. Do you know what I mean? Where you can have it reviewed and say like, hang on, I think you made a mistake there, blah blah blah, this that and the other, blah, blah. And the whole process, from what I've heard of other YouTubers, the whole process can take a long time anyway. Do you know what I mean? And so rather than go through all that, I thought, right, fair enough. If that's the attitude, if that's what you're going to play at, sort of thing, I'll demonetize every single video I've ever made. And still to this day, I do the same thing. So every time I put a video up, none of it gets monetized. None of it. Do you know what I mean? So, and so YouTube make whatever adverts they put on, YouTube get the whole revenue of that. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously whatever they do with that, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? So if I get, and I've not had a copyright strike. There's a difference between copyright strike and when they give me a heads up about copyright infringement or whatever, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And I've had that loads of times. I've had a ton of those. But they usually say like, oh, you're not in trouble. You don't have to worry. This, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And like, the person who owns the music, they'll be able to put adverts on your video and obviously they'll get all the revenue. And, I don't care. Fine. Do you know what I mean? Make as much money as you like. I don't care. Do you know what I mean? I seriously don't care. I just want to make videos. I enjoy doing what I do. I love making my videos. I love entertaining you guys. I get a kick out of all this. Do you know what I mean? It's my little buzz. It's my little thing that I really, really love and enjoy. And I love going around try to make interesting videos and stuff. Do you know what I mean? And I don't really care if any money comes out of that. I don't really care. Do you know what I mean? It's not what I'm about. Do you know what I mean? So, if Tom, Dick, and Harry want to make a flipping fortune off one of my videos, then good luck to them, I say. Do you know what I mean? I don't really care. Do you know what I mean? But what annoys me, like I said, is it was the unfairness of it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've got a very keen sense of fair play sort of thing. And at the end of the day, if something's fair and I feel it's fair and I think, like, okay, fair enough. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I've got to hold my hands up, say, right, yeah, I can't argue with that, whatever sort of thing. But if you're being unfair about something, then that's gonna really get under my skin. Do you know what I mean? That's really gonna pee me off. Anyway, sorry. Wow, white horse, flipping heck. I've got to try and catch up here, mate. Wow, what's going on? Right, hang on. Yeah, I was homeless for 6 years. I know exactly how it is. And I work constantly the entire time. Yeah, I know a few people that do the same. The government was supposed to help me, but then they said the house was in a flood zone, which actually wasn't a flood zone until after the hurricane. Wow. So, excuse me. People help the most. That's why I like you so much, and thank you for making these videos. It's nice to see our connection, even if it's on the other side of the pond. Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. It makes me realize what a small place this is and how we're all the same. Yeah, couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. Thanks for being here. You helped me a lot. I appreciate it. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. I love helping people if I can. Do you know what I mean? I really do. And, if I can help in any small way, I'm more than happy. More than happy. Music is so powerful. Was listening to the words of a new song by Rod Stewart on the radio today, and they were so powerful. It really made me break down. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Funny enough, I'm not a big Rod Stewart fan. I've liked a couple of his songs here and there, but I've never been a big sorry, excuse me. Yeah, it's funny because I've seen the adverts on YouTube actually, and it always makes me laugh actually when the voiceover person says like, Rod Stewart's got a new album. It's the album you've been waiting for. And I think to myself, really? Is it? How do you know I've been waiting for this album? Do you know, it's just the way they phrase it. Do you know what I mean? It's just, it makes me laugh the way they phrase it. It's like, this is the album you've been waiting for. I didn't even know he was going to bring out another album. I haven't heard of Rod Stewart for a long time. It's like, how do you know I was waiting for this album? You know, it's like, whatever. Anyway, sorry, I'm being silly. Sorry, I always forget about the copyright. My bad. I just thought it would be cool in the background. No, absolutely. White Horse. Yeah, no, absolutely. Because, you know, I would love to do that. Like I said, and I would love to do a compilation video of all my favorite pieces of music and stuff. You know what I mean? But it's this stupid copyright thing. Do you know? I might actually one of these days. I think I might just get around to doing it and sod the copyright strike. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if I'll get a copyright. See what happened last time. Actually, funny enough, I did a video when I was still with Joanne, and it was when we went out for an all-nighter, and we were. And in the end, Joanne went back home. I stayed out, but Joanne went back home because she was really tired. But we were in St Pancras train station, and it's got a free jukebox there. And you don't put money in it or anything like that. You just push the buttons and it'll play your favorite piece of music. And at one point, I put a Gary Newman song on, and then we'll let that play through. And then eventually, I got my camera out and I started doing a vlog. And Joanne put her favorite tune on. I forget what it was, and it's playing in the background as I'm doing my vlog. That video initially, to begin with, got blocked because of that music. They literally blocked it, so nobody could see it. Do you know what I mean? So they didn't give me a copyright strike, but they blocked the video. So essentially, nobody could watch it. And so basically, what I had to do was I had to take the video down. I had to re-edit it, take that piece out. Yeah. And so you guys miss out on that first bit when I first start vlogging around the train station there, and I'm chatting, and Joanne's there in the video and whatever, and this, that, and blah blah blah, and all of that had to get cut out because, like I said, they blocked it. Actually, that's the first time I've ever had them do that. Do you know what I mean? I mean, fair enough, they didn't give me a copyright strike, but they blocked the video and it wouldn't be allowed to play. And then I had to take it down, like I say, re-edit it and take that piece out. Really annoying, to be quite honest. If you think I'm sexy and you want my body, come on, baby, let me know. Oh my God. Oh, nice one. Oh my good giddy aunt. Oh, the chat's disappeared again. I don't know why it does that. Oh boy. Sorry, folks, I can't respond to your comments now because they've just disappeared on me. They're back again. Right, okay. I actually like Rod Stewart best when he was playing with the Small Faces. Yeah, and Ronnie Lane and Ronnie Wood. Yeah, definitely. I think, yeah, I'm just why not open a new YouTube channel, do a compilation on it, and just do a vlog on this channel with a link to it? Oh, do you know, maybe, because I know that there are channels out there where they just play music, and presumably, I don't know, how do they get around the copyright thing though? I mean, because there must be a way around it, because there are channels out there. Even I've watched channels where it's just pure music. There's nobody talking, there's nobody what's name, and it's just a compilation of either dance or whatever, or any kind of music, actually. I mean, virtually anything you think of, you could put it in the search bar at the top of YouTube, and you'll find a piece of music. You know what I mean? Whether it's Tracy Chapman, Rod Stewart, whatever, blah, 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 you will find that piece of music. So people must get around that copyright thing. They must do. Oh, I'll have to look into it, definitely. Nice. Love it. Nice one, Sherry. Nice one, Sandra. You have the voice of an age. Well, fallen one. Oh, my good giddy aunt. Thank you, Kev. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Who was you talking to? Oh, I think he was talking about me then. It's like, no way. Was he Oh, you mean Paul? No, I thought it went you. I have no idea who he's talking about. Kev, who was you talking about? Love this chat. Yeah, well, that's the whole point of this thing. You see, we just have a little good laugh. You know what I mean? And we just chill out and chat about whatever we want to chat about. And like, you guys are more than welcome to chip in anything you want to ask or talk about or whatever. Yeah, this is cool, man. This is really cool. Sorry, smoking my phone. Yeah, there was something else that popped in my head and it's gone again now. Oh boy. Okay, so just out of curiosity, just something popped into my head. So, what other channels do people like watching on YouTube? One of my favorites is a guy called Mo Sargi. He's a Canadian guy, young guy, and he does sort of like spooky videos and exploration videos and stuff like that. Another favorite of mine is a guy called J Station. And the reason why I like him, and it's really funny because, like, obviously, a lot of the stuff that he does is obviously total and utter BS, basically. But he's very clever. Do you know what I mean? He did a Chucky one, a Chucky doll video just recently. And it's hilarious. I absolutely love it. Do you know what I mean? It's so funny, but it's really well done. Do you know what I mean? I mean, obviously the doll didn't come alive and this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. Obviously. Do you know what I mean? But that's really besides the point. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't really matter whether it's real or fake, really. Do you know what I mean? Or whether it's just whatever sort of thing. The thing is, it's entertaining, and it really is. And he's very clever at it. He's editing and stuff and what have you. It's really, really good. Do you know what I mean? I love the way he puts those videos together. So funny. So funny. I love it. I love it. So, okay, let's see. Oh no, Rod Stewart is going to be flying around my head in a red, oh no, leather pants with a disco ball, asking me if I think he is sexy for the rest of the day. Oh my god. Paul, can you put a request in for a video? Sorry. Oh, sorry. Yep. Sorry. Bear with me. Right. Paul, can I put a request in for a video? Right. Gotcha. Right. Yeah. Are you into geography? I wouldn't say necessarily into it, but I find all things fascinating. Chat's disappeared again. Sorry. I'm just about to read your next comment, Dan, and then it just disappeared on me. I don't know why it does that. That's really annoying. And sometimes it comes back pretty quickly. And so, here we go. My favorite artist is Elton John. I have always wanted to see him in a concert, but I've never had enough money to go at one time. I had all of his albums. Oh, sorry, never had to go. At one time, I had all of his albums. I still very much. He is on my bucket list. Right. Okay. Oh, sorry. For crying out loud. Sorry, folks. Those flipping little icons, those little what's them, unless they're really completely different from each other, when they look similar, my initial what's them, I thought that was Dan saying that then for a minute. It's Ruth. Sorry, Ruth. Right. Sorry, Dan. Got confused as usual. Oh dear. I was really into geography until South America moved about 1,000 miles to the east. Now it's all weird. Wow, really? What? I was really into geography until South America moved about 1,000 miles to the east. What? Wow. Elton John is great. What's your favorite tune, Ruth? Yeah, so anyway, Dan, sorry. Oh God, it's disappeared again. Do. Just play. I should be playing some sort of like elevator music whilst that happens, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Do. Right. Okay. There's a game online called Geo I don't know how to pronounce that. And it gives you a Google Map view of a particular country, and you have to guess on the map where you think you are, and it gives you a score. Ooh, that sounds interesting, Dan. No, that does sound interesting. Would love to see you play it. Yeah, I've not done a video game for ages, have I? Yeah. Oh, I think I'll definitely have to look into this. Definitely, Dan. Elevator music should happen, yes. Can you imagine it? Sort of like whilst I'm waiting for the comments to reappear, sort of like automatically like elevator music just starts playing in. We're all standing around waiting like oh dear. I missed something. Did you answer, Dan? Yeah, so Dan's asking about this game. And it's called GeoGuessr. Sorry, that I've got it now. You see about how my dyslexia works because I'm not used to seeing the word guesser written down. It didn't look familiar to me, so that's why I couldn't read it. But now I get it. So GeoGuessr, and it gives you a Google Maps view of a particular country, and you have to guess on the map where you think you are, and it gives you a score. I like the sound of this. Sorry, hang on. That sounds like a fun game. Yeah, no, definitely, doesn't it? Sandra, I'm off the top of hang on. Off the top of my head. Oh right, sorry, you're talking to each other again. Sorry. Oh yeah, good one. Give a channel called GeoGuessr Wizard a watch, and it will give you an idea of how to do it. Oh, nice one. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to try this. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to write it down, Dan, so I don't forget. Because then that way I can definitely check this out. Because I haven't done a video game for ages, and it'd be really cool to do one actually. And they are quite good fun to do. Just not very good at gaming. So let me put that down. So it's GeoGuessr Wizard Wizard. Brilliant. Definitely going to check that out, mate. Yep. Cool. Excellent. Or as Mr. Burns would say, excellent. Yep, the chat's disappeared again. Oh, it's back again. Right. Hang on. Oh, slow down. No, not you guys. I mean, you guys can. Hi, hey, Paul. I got to go. Oh, right. Okay. Nice one, Sandra. Good been having you. Fantastic. And I will see you on Sunday. Speak soon. See you later. 37K cool channel. Ooh, right. Okay. I'll just make a quick note of that as well. We'll check that one. So let's see. 37K. 37K. Yep. I'll check that one. Bye, Sandra. Says Sherry. Hang on. Right, I'm not okay at geography, but my world geography. Hang on, sorry. I'm okay at geography, but my world geography is rubbish. I'd be useless at that game. Oh well, you never know, Kev. You never know until you try. Have a good one, Sandra. Thanks, you too. I think you can do specifically a UK challenge. Oh, okay. So it only gives you cities and places in the UK. Oh, I'm definitely going. Now you're intriguing me now, Dan. I am definitely intrigued. I have definitely got to check this out. Definitely, because yeah, I love sort of general knowledge stuff and stuff like that. Quizzes. I love quizzes. I like I've got a Trivial Pursuits game. Obviously, I very rarely play it anymore because there's no one to play it with. And well, I've got a couple of other games there. I actually got the 24 game. You know the series with that Kiefer Sutherland, and so I've got the video game of that as well. But that you can't. At least I don't think, because I think I've tried doing it before, and I don't think I can like do a video of it. I don't think. I'm not 100% on that actually. I have to look into that one. But yeah, I've had that for a good few years, and all that's been sat in the box for a little yonks. But yeah, I've got a Trivial Pursuits game there as well, because I love general knowledge and stuff like that and all that sort of carry on. It's amazing. Some people have no idea and put the marker on a completely random place, and it actually ends up to be a few miles from there. Yeah, no, I can imagine. Actually, I can imagine. I like Dust Channel. Great shows and new ones all the time. A great one is called The Seam. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing. Uh, White Horse. I don't know if you would be into these guys, but they're an online news channel, and they're called TYT, the Young Turks. I don't know if it'd be your cup of tea or not, but you know, if you want to give that a check out at some point. Like I said, I mean, it's a news channel, so but it's obviously it's an American, and it's all about the American news, generally speaking. But I really, really like the Young Turks because they're like they do a heck of a lot of other stuff, and it's just really, really cool. I really, really like their stuff. Here's a riddle for you. A man gets into a lift to G. Right, hang on. A man gets into a lift to G. Yeah. Sorry, I'll start again. Okay. Cool. Now you know well, yeah, this is interesting. What's going on here? Okay. So a man gets into a lift. Okay. All right. Oh God. Keep forgetting to drink my tea. Oh God, that was nice enough. Okay, Kev, still waiting. Got me intrigued now. So a man gets into a lift. Okay, I'll give you a minute or two. You're probably just typing out whatever. Okay, let me just finish my phone. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, if you want to check out TYT, I'd say if you like that sort of thing, you know, into the news and stuff and what have you. Because I must admit, I've learned so much about the political system in the States by watching the Young Turks, stuff that I didn't realize or know about, sort of thing before. And I've like I say, and one of the other reasons why I really like it is because the guy that started it, a guy called Cenk Uygur, I love him because he's so passionate. Do you know what I mean? He's so passionate about stuff and issues and so forth and what have you. And I love people that are passionate about stuff. Do you know what I mean? Because like it generally means that when they're passionate like that, it usually means that they care quite deeply about it. Because people that just talk in general terms or whatever, then like because it's not like the established news. You know what I mean? It's not like the sort of corporate news where they're all wearing ties and suits and all talking sort of like, and today a uh, you know, building collapsed, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? And it's all very impersonal and very what's the name? And like with Cenk Uygur and the whole team that work at TYT, they get passionate about the news and they care about it, and so you know, and I love the fact that they come across that way. Do you know what I mean? Which is really cool actually, and it's very obviously completely different from the establishment news sort of thing. So that's kind of why I like them. So oh. So, okay, Kev. Sorry. I'm not sure what happened there. You seem to have. So here's a riddle for you. A man gets into a lift to G. Sorry, I'll start that again. Is that the punchline? There you go. I know. you like your news and politics, give the channel the Daily Wire a visit. That's where. Oh right, yeah. Oh right, I'm gonna write that one down as well, Dan, because I must admit I do forget. Do you know what I mean? I then go and do other things and blah blah blah, and then by the what's the name? And I must admit I completely forgotten. I'm sorry. I'll write it down, mate, and then that way, because it's on my pad on my desk, I specifically got this pad so that I could write stuff down, so that like I say, I can remind myself I need to do X, Y, and Z or whatever, and this, that, and the other. So I'm gonna write that down now, mate, and then I can give it a check out. So the Daily Wire, WIRE. Right, cool, no problem, mate. I shall give that another try. Here we go. A man lives on the 6th floor of a block of flats and gets into a lift and presses the ground floor button to go to work each day. When he comes home, he gets in the lift, presses the 3rd floor. Oh, wow. Hang on. Wait a minute. Right. A man lives on the 6th floor of a block of flats and gets into a lift and presses the ground floor button to go to work each day. Wait a minute. So the man lives on the 6th floor, gets into the lift and presses the ground floor button to go to work each day. When he comes home, he gets in the lift and presses the 3rd floor. Wait a minute. Does he work in the block of flats? He's the caretaker or something. Maybe. Oh, I know who this is. My mind reading skills are really good. I think this is Kev. Hello, Kev. Oh, gotcha. Go on. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Okay. I'm going to ponder on that one. Oh, wow. Yeah. Cheers. Bye. Bye. Okay. So, hang on. My seat's disappeared on me. I need a new chair and all. Keeps sinking down. And I end up feeling like a midget sat on the flipping what's the right. So, okay. Yeah. So, so when he comes home, he presses the lift to get to the 3rd floor and then walks the rest of the way. But why? I like the Daily Wire. Awesome. Beardy, are you going to get the? Yes, he's just phoned me now. He just phoned me, and he presses the button to the 3rd floor, and then he walks the rest of the way. But why does he walk to the rest of the way? Wow. Oh my God. Oh, flipping heck. He lives on the 6th floor, gets into the lift, presses the ground button to go to work each day. Then he comes home, gets in the lift, presses the 3rd floor button, and then walks the rest of the way. Oh boy. He is visiting his girlfriend that lives on the 3rd floor. Love it. Nice one. Oh, awesome. It's a service elevator. Okay. I bet Sherry's right. LOL. No, sorry, Sherry. Okay. So he's not visiting his girlfriend. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry, folks. Okay. So, oh God, flipping that, Kev. What have you done? Hang on. So, right, hang on. So he lives on the 6th floor. He gets in the lift, presses the thing, goes to the ground, goes to work, and when he comes back, he presses the 3rd floor button and then walks the rest of the way up. So, Excuse me. Why does he walk the rest of the way up? Oh my God, that's really. Hang on. Right, so if he lives on the 6th floor, gets into the lift. Wait a minute, because the lift only goes to the 3rd floor. So he walks down from the 6th to the floor to the 3rd, gets in the lift, presses the 3rd, presses ground, goes down. Yeah, no. So what? Did I get it? Did I get it? So the lift only goes to the 3rd floor, maybe. But then you didn't specify whether he walks down the first. What's name to get into the lift? No, the 3rd floor is where the mailboxes are. Oh no, I was wrong as well on that one. Okay. Oh, for crying out loud! Flip it, Kev. What have you done to me now? Hang on, I've got to keep going back to the comment thing to reread it so I can try and keep picturing it in my head. Lives on the 6th floor, gets to the lift, presses the ground floor button, goes to work each day. I'm wondering if there's something to do with that goes to work each day. Goes to work each day. I think there's this. I might be wrong, but I think maybe there's a clue in that he goes to work each day. But maybe I'm just barking up the wrong tree on that one. So why would oh, for flipping heck. Right. Oh dear. So I'm kind of like completely. Oh, it's an express elevator. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, because it might not stop at the other floor. No, hang on. Wait, no. Yeah, no, because he gets out, doesn't he? He gets out the 3rd, and then walks the rest of the way up. You completely stumped me. Okay. Has anybody else? Dan, are you still there? Dan, come and save us, please. Come and put us out of our misery. This one's hard. Yeah. No, absolutely. Dan, are you still there, mate? Are you still with us? We need a new perspective on this one because, like, oops, the flipping chat's disappeared again. Come back. Don't disappear. Oh, sorry, folks. Hang on. Hopefully it'll come back in a sec. Come on. Oh, no. Yeah, right. Okay. I have to say, I'm absolutely clueless. Yeah, same here. He worked half a day, so he goes only halfway up. Nice one. I love that. I love the logic in that. That's really cool. I love it. Oh, flipping that. The chat's disappearing again. Sorry, folks. 2 seconds. I need to blow my nose. Oh dear. So he lives on the 6th floor. He gets in the lift and he presses ground. Hang on. So okay. He spent the night out, then went to work, and then went home. Hang on. So he went. Huh? Hang on. It's disappeared again. Sorry, folks. I don't know why it does that. I really don't. It's super frustrating and super annoying. Especially, I'm just about to read it and all. I'm just about to read the next comment or whatever, and it just goes blank. Boof, disappears. Yes, this is when the elevator music needs to kick in, you see. So that we're all sat here waiting now. Now, nobody farting this. Sorry, what? Hey, what? Sorry, can't resist. If you guys have seen that that clip, I forget what film it's from. There's a clip where they're all in the, and I forget who's in it and all now, but it's a famous what's name, and I'll never forget it. But they're all in the lift, and there's like famous actors. I forget who it was. I think, what was it? Flippy Al Pacino or someone, or a couple of others. I can't remember. Can't remember the movie. And they're all in that lift, and I can't even remember if it's an actual outtake or whether it was actually in the movie. I can't remember. But they're all like in this lift, and hang on, wait. Thank you. And they're all in the lift, and then somebody goes, it's hilarious. Okay. All I can think of is the elevator only has buttons ranging from ground to 3, meaning even though he lives on the 6th floor, he still manages to press ground in the morning. Oh, ooh. Now that sounds, yeah. I can hear elevator movie music softly playing in my ears, but it's Rod Stewart. Nice one. You're pretty close. Ooh, nice one, Dan. I knew Dan would probably get this. Nice one, Dan. You're nearly on. You're nearly there. You're nearly there. I know the answer, but I won't spoil it. Oh, Tom. Hi, Tom. Good to see you. Good to have you, mate. Go on, Tom. He pressed the 3rd floor button twice to make. Love it. That's nice, simple answer. I love that. That's really right. 3, 3, and off we go to 6. Love it. Cool. Yeah, come on, Tom. Put us out of our misery, please. Please, please, please. Kev's tortured us. This is the new enhanced interrogation techniques. So you know, please, please put us out of our misery and tell us, Tom. Like I say, Dan apparently has got the closest out of all of us so far. So yeah, I'm really intrigued now. Come on, Tom, you've got to put us out of our misery. We're relying on you, Tom. Yo, Tom, my boy. Doing a Mosaji now. Oh boy. Right. Okay. So I'm afraid we cannot proceed until this mystery is solved. So whilst we're waiting on, hang on. Think about the placement of the buttons. Okay. So hang on. So he lives. So Dan reckons that the buttons are ranging from ground to 3. He lives on the 6th floor. He still manages to press the ground in the morning. Right, so that makes sense for that part. But then he gets in the lift. Sorry. Hang on. I like your style, Tom. Right, the man has what? The man has right. The man has dwarfish. No, the man is dwarfish, meaning he can only reach the 3rd floor button. However, in the whoa, nice one. Excellent. Whoa, that is brilliant. Well done, Dan. Excellent. Wow, I would never have got that. I swear to God, I would never have got that. Wow. That is awesome. Well done, Dan. Nice one, mate. Flipping heck. Hey. Nice one. Yes. Brilliant. I knew he'd do it. I knew Dan would get it. Wow, Kev, flipping it. That was a brain teaser and a half. Oh my God. Wow. Awesome. So how are you doing, Tom? How you doing, mate? It's good to have you. Good to see you. Excuse me. Sorry. So I don't know how long you've been watching for, Tom, but I don't know if you've heard the news that all being well, fingers crossed, this Thursday I shall be getting my bonus. But like I said, the caveat is that even though this has come from my boss, it's still not 100% official, and we're not 100% certain. We're kind of hoping that it's going to happen on Thursday, but like I said, and like as somebody pointed out, and rightly so, that they announced this 3 months ago that we was going to get this bonus, and then ever since then they've been silent. There's been nothing, and even if there was delays or whatever, even if they'd put out a tweet or something, you know what I mean, on the Pret newspaper thing. We have a Pret thing. I forget what it's called. It's like it's just a 1 sheet or a 2 sheet newspaper thing. The Daily Pret or whatever the heck it's called. I can't remember. Even if they just printed something in that, just saying, "Oh, sorry, folks, there's been a delay in the bonus thing, this, that, and the other." Just a simple explanation. At least it would have allayed our fears or whatever. Do you know what I mean? At least we think, "Oh, okay, fair enough. We can understand. So it's this, whatever." But nothing, silence, and that was one of the other things that was really getting people, was the fact that there was no news about it whatsoever. But anyway, now, like I said, fingers crossed. And the Paris trip hopefully will be happening soon. So just off to get a cup of tea, much needed. Yay, nice one, definitely. You can't beat a nice cup of tea, like I say up north, it's like a cup of tea is great for anything. Like broken your leg, have a cup of tea. Lost an arm, oh, don't worry, have a cup of tea. Make all things better, So yeah, that's the philosophy up north. Anyway, it's like a flipping religion up north. Tea, it really is. Seriously. Did you hear about the restaurant on the moon? Great food, but no. Oh god! And it's the old ones and the corny ones that are the best, isn't it? It really is. Do you know what I mean? Oh, that's funny. No, that is really cool, man. I like it. Great food, but no atmosphere. Awesome, mate. All good here, mate. Only been 5 minutes since dinner is on. Oh, right. Okay, sorry. Only been 5. Dinner is on Paul this Thursday. See you there. I've just got this image now of like being in my shop on Thursday, just about to finish my shift, which I'm actually thinking about it. My Thursday shift is going to be 10 till 2 again. The next 2 shifts, so tomorrow, Wednesday, 8 till 12. So Thursday, I'll be doing my 10 till 2 shift. I'll finish my shift at 2, and there'll be this crowd of you guys all stood outside waiting for me. They'll be like, oh my god. It'll be like a fan meetup. It'd be so cool, actually. Tea done. No, hang on, sorry. Wait. You see what I mean about this flipping what's name? I mean, since I've been live streaming, okay, it's two hours, I grant you. But that's at least, and I'm going to say this off the top of my head, you guys might maybe have noticed better than me, I don't know. But that's at least 3 sirens that have gone past in the 2 hours that I've been doing this. It just annoys me. Sorry. I think, like I said, as I'm getting older, I'm becoming more sensitive to sound and loud sound at that. Do you know what I mean? At least that's my theory on it. Because I don't remember noise annoying me or irritating me this much before. So I can only put it down to my age, I think. But I'm not 100% certain on that. But yeah, I mean, like I said to you, this is a main road. Well, I say it's not a main road, as in it's like a big road where it's only a 2-lane road, and it's quite small in that sense. Do you know what I mean? But the thing is, it's really busy because it connects Brixton and Herne Hill. And it's almost like a shortcut kind of thing because it's so straightforward. Whereas the major roads that you would take you to Herne Hill or whatever are a bit more convoluted or whatever this or the other. So most people go down here, and it gets super busy, especially on weekends. But the thing is like because of that, obviously all emergency services tend to use this road as well, sort of thing, because it is so straightforward and like I said, it connects the two what's things quite easily. But like I said, it's just really, really flipping annoying because, like I said, we've been doing it for the last 2 hours, and that's at least 3 sirens that have gone past. I don't know. One was definitely a fire engine because of the engine noise. It sounded too heavy and big to be a police car or an ambulance. That one possibly was I'm gonna say a police car, but it could have been an ambulance. I'm not 100%. But anyway, whatever. Do you know what I mean? The thing is just so flipping. You know what I mean? And like I want the door open at the moment because it's actually quite warm in my flat at the moment. It's chilly outside, but my flat's just getting a bit too warm at the moment. So I just wanted to open the door, let a bit of air in and stuff. But of course, then that means it's noisy. The chat's disappeared, by the way, and it's been disappeared since I was talking about the sirens. So sorry, folks, if you're chatting to me right now, I can't respond because I can't see it. Finally. Why does it do that? It's so goddamn annoying. T gone. No, hang on. T gone. Then through the. Huh? Sorry. T gone. Then. Oh, sorry. Yeah, and that's the other thing as well, guys. Right. When I'm reading your what says, I'm appreciative of the fact that because, like, obviously I do, and I'm dyslexic, but sometimes we mistype. So I get it. I think T got them through the war, but you see, it's got like T gone through the war, and of course, with me being dyslexic, it kind of does make it even a bit more of a challenge to try and discern what people are saying. But yeah, but don't worry, I get there in the end. I get there in the end, and I appreciate the fact that like I said, I do it all the time. You know what I mean? I'm typing one, flipping. These stubby fingers. It's like. So sometimes I hit 2 keys at once and end up with like 2 letters, like instead of like, you know what I mean? So anyway, don't worry. Sorry. Right. Do you know why ghosts are banned from pubs? They drink all the what? What? Hang on. They drink all the. Oh wait, I've got it. Yeah. They drink all the booze. Sorry for my bad typing, mate. It's all right, mate. It's not your fault. It's like no, like I say, I'm the same anyway. I'm exactly the same. Do you know what I mean? I'm constantly typing the wrong flipping what names and what have you. So yeah, don't worry, mate. I sussed it eventually. Just took me a minute. That's all. But anyway, it's cool. Don't worry. We all do it. Do you know what I mean? We all flipping what's the same. Yeah, nice joke. I like it. I'm useless at jokes, me. I really am. I just can't remember the punchlines. And they always say about jokes, it's about the delivery and the timing, isn't it? Sort of thing. So I bought myself a new blindfold today. I can't see myself wearing it. Oh God. I can't see myself. Nice one. Look it. Awesome. Oh dear. Come on then. Anybody else got any jokes? It's funny as well because like like when I'm serving customers, and I do this for lots of different reasons as well, and particularly at the moment because like just been really, really struggling emotionally and stuff like that. There's nothing what's them, and it's nothing like because it's stuff I've been through a million times before anyway, so it's nothing disastrous or anything or whatever. But just basically, it's been really, really hard to put that smile on and be really congenial and actually get enthusiastic, actually serving customers. So I've kind of been a bit more, not robotic necessarily, but kind of like, you know, I'm not miserable either necessarily. I still try to get that smiley and be pleasant and stuff. And for the most part, I am. And it also, funny enough, I've noticed that when somebody comes in who's genuinely smiley and happy, I can't help but respond back that way. Do you know what I mean? Because it's hard not to be, uh, excuse me, smiley and happy back to them. But anyway, so like one of the things I do like to try and do, and it's cheer myself up as well, and so it's for my benefit as well as trying to be nice to the customer, is that I'll do these really corny sort of jokes, and I mean they really really are corny, and they're not like jokes what Dan's telling. So like for instance, like I'm trying to think what the things I usually say. I mean, one of the things I usually say is like, so obviously I'll be asking them like, is that takeout, sir, or you know, would you like a bag, sir? Blah blah blah. And then once obviously I've asked all, and say, and that's all of my questions I have for you today, sir. And so that's another funny little silly quip thing that I do. Then there's a couple of other things I do, and for the life of me, I can't seem to recall them for a minute. I'm sure they'll pop back into my head in a second. What is lighter than a feather, but the world's strongest man can't hold for long? Air? Close? A breath? Yes. Ah, nice one. Yeah. It's lighter than a feather, but world's strongest man can't. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So sometimes I do that. Okay. Get your heads around this one. What travels the whole world but always stays in a Ooh. Wow, wait a minute. Wait. So what travels the whole world but always stays in a corner? Wait. Oh my God. Wait. What travels the whole world but always stays in a corner? A stamp. Oh, come on, Dan. I'm eagerly waiting for the answer. Yay! Well done. Nice one, White Horse. Wow, that is awesome. Again, I wouldn't have thought of that. I would have been for ages trying to think of that. Well done. Wow, that's cool. That's a cool one. I like that. That is really cool. Yeah. A stamp. Of course it does. It goes all the way around the world, but always stays in the corner of it. Nice. Love that. That's cool. What has one head, 1 foot, and 4? Wait a minute. What has 1 head, 1 foot, and 4 legs? A bed. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I have no idea, but oh yes, of course. Yeah, the headboard, the footboard, and 4 legs. Yes. Cool. Sorry, folks. God, blimey, Charlie. More. Oh, sorry. Oh boy. See, I'm useless at these things, mate. Seriously. One, I can't think of them. And if somebody tells me them, if I then try to tell somebody else, I can't remember them. And trying to work them out. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Right. Yes. Boy. I actually start to feel a bit tired now, but don't worry, we're not stopping in yet. We'll carry on for a bit longer yet. So what has keys but no locks? Space but no room. You can't enter, but you can't. Hang on, sorry. You can enter. Excuse me, sorry, but you can't exit. What keys? Space, but no room. Paul, I'm having fun, but got to go. Bye for now. Okay, Sherry, it's been good having you. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you for joining us. And yes, we'll definitely be doing it again next week. For now, we're going to keep it at the same time, so I don't want to confuse people. So I want to let people know that it's still the same time and the same day for now. But we are having a discussion between a lot of us about whether we want to move the day at least, maybe keep the same time, but maybe move the day to maybe Fridays. But like I said, rather than do anything now, because I don't want to get people confused and then people miss out on the live stream or whatever. So for now, just until we all come to some sort of consensus that like I say, if we can, we'll stick to Mondays at 6 p.m. for now. But as I say, I want to have a discussion with you guys. Drop comments in the videos, drop comments here, whatever. Give me your thoughts and ideas, because I'm aware of the fact that people are in different time zones, and it's difficult sometimes for people to try and join the live stream and stuff and what have you. So, like I say, I'm trying to make it so that everybody can join in as much as possible. But for now, we'll definitely keep it Monday, 6 p.m. But as I said, for the next few weeks, we'll try and fresh out if it's a better day to do it on a Friday or whatever sort of thing. So anyway, okay. Thanks, Sherry. Nice one. Sorry, I missed it. So, oh yeah, key mode. Nice one, Ruth. Nice one. Cool. Tom, woohoo, we have a winner. It reminds me of one of those, what's the name? It's like one of those quiz shows or whatever. You know, back from the 70s or 80s or whatever. Yeah. Bye, everyone. Oh, DB, that's... Hey, what? What? Hey, what? What's terrible? Hey, the other day I put my car in reverse. That story always takes... I love it. I love corny. Sorry. Sorry. I love corny old jokes. I really do. I love corny old jokes. I think they're great. I think they're the best, to be quite honest. That is awesome. I put my car in reverse. That story always takes me back. That's awesome, man. All right, it's the way I tell them. So it is. It's the way I tell them. Sorry. Oh boy. My psychiatrist told me to write letters to all the people I hate, but then burn them. Yeah. Wow. Do you know what? I have no what? Did that, but now I don't know what to do with the. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh God. Oh my God. Sorry. Oh God. Oh boy, I'm definitely go to the doctors about this cough. Oh boy, it's getting worse. I swear it is. Oh boy. Oh, that was funny. Oh dear. Oh boy. Yeah, this cold doesn't seem to be wanting to shift. It's getting me a little bit worried. Oh, I hate having a cough. Oh dear. Right. Any day is good. 1 p.m. your time is still good. You can consider Friday, then you wouldn't have to go to work the next day. Yeah, this is another thing I was thinking. And other people might, you know what I mean? It gives them a bit of space as well, hopefully. Actually, I was going to be a comedian at one stage. Now I don't know whether you're being serious or not. Now I'm not sure how to take these comments. Now I'm kind of like, hang on, am I waiting for a punchline here or what? How do you feel when there is no coffee? Depresso. Oh no. Oh god. It's funny. There are a few jokes around because, like, in the shop, related to obviously for coffee and what have you. But like I said, I'm useless at telling jokes. I'm useless at remembering them. But if I can remember some at some point, I'll definitely relate them to you. I mean, there's one that they do, but it's a practical joke rather than a joke. And they did it on me in my first shop. And they've been doing it just lately with we got a couple of new members of staff just started with us. And what they do is, so when the baristas, what they'll do is, like, and it seems a bit of a mean joke, but it's actually quite funny. Well, I thought it was funny anyway, and it's been done to me, like I said, and it's a prank joke essentially. And what they do is, like, so of course we're used to shouting out coffee orders, and then the barista will shout out when it's ready, and then we pass the coffee. And sometimes they'll actually physically pass the coffee to us. Not always. Normally, leave it on the counter and we pick it up from the counter up there, where the barista machines are, and then we'll pass it over. But sometimes they'll pass the coffee to us. And so what they do is they get an empty cup, right? And then, like, they're supposedly passing the coffee that, one of the customers ordered, like, cappuccino. And so, like, I'll turn around to pick what's them, and then they'll hand me this cup with the lid is actually not on properly or whatever, right? And then they'll, just as they're about to give it me, they'll drop it. And of course, I'm like, oh, Jesus, you know what I mean? Because you think it's a full hot cup of coffee. Do you know what I mean? And they've done that a couple of times today, sort of thing. It's hilarious to see the reaction. Do you know what I mean? But when you're the kind of the victim of it, sort of thing, I mean, because you'll nearly have a bloody heart attack. You know what I mean? Because you think there's a whole, like, boiling hot coffee just going about to spill everywhere or whatever. Oh boy. Anyway, yes. Sorry. Right. I give up after my first night. Oh, for crying out loud. That is so funny. Go to the doctor. Cough could turn into something worse. Yeah, funny enough, my boss said the same thing to me today. She said the exact same thing. She said, Paul, promise me that you'll go to your GP because, it could turn into something more serious. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, I was going to go today, but I just didn't have the time. So what I'm going to do is tomorrow, because I'm on the early shift, so I finish at 12. So as soon as I come home, I'll go. I won't come straight here. I'll just go straight to the doctors, and I've got a good GP as well, so it shouldn't take me long to get an appointment and what have you. So I'll sort that out. I have no idea how to pronounce your handle. Sorry, but hello to you with the bunny rabbit as a what do you call that? See, oh, my brain. What there is, I know there's a name for it, but it completely escapes me now. But hello to you anyway. Hello. Sorry. Just not sure how to pronounce that. Seth, is it? No, I don't. Sorry. I can hear music coming from my printer when it stops. Oh my god, no. Now that is getting really what's there. It's good. It's good though. It is good. I can hear music coming from my printer and then it will stop jamming. Oh boy, that's awesome. Employer, what did you make at your last job? Me, mostly mistakes and inappropriate comments. I love that. That is cool. Now that I like, actually. Sorry, I've got it now. It's where what's the name? We, like I say, being dyslexic. You see, sometimes it's not so much that I can't. My reading's not too bad these days. You know what I mean? It's a hell of a lot better than it used to be when I was a kid, particularly. But it's like, because of the way the written word looks sometimes when it's actually written, it can, because like my Joanne used to say, it's like a word blindness. So it took me a minute to sort of digest that for a second. So, but what did you make at your last job? Mostly mistakes and inappropriate comments. That is awesome. I love that. I'm gonna have to remember that one actually. I really like that. Could be a good icebreaker for an actual real interview, possibly. I don't know. I think so. I think you could use that in a job interview as an icebreaker, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, you're doing good. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you. Right, let me try and finish this thing off. What did one eye say to the other eye? Between you and me, something. Oh my good giddy up. These are getting worse. Now, come on, guys. We're not here all week. Thank you very much. We're here all week. Wow, that was completely inappropriate. Can we be friends? I love it. Oh boy. All right. Okay, folks. Yeah. So how do you follow that? Sorry, I'm blah, blah, blah. My brain's turning into mush now. Not sure what to say anymore. Right, okay. Right, what time are we at? Okay, yeah, we're still okay for time for now. Not too bad at all, actually. And we've been live streaming now for 2.5 hours. Actually, this is a really good time, actually. I think the time is probably right. I guess, possibly. Certainly all right for me, anyway. And it's a nice, good length of time, actually. I like it. So let's have a look. My joke bank is running low. It's okay. I'm fixing to make a bank withdrawal. I'm so excited I can hardly get my mask on. Oh God. I love it. I love it. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Like I said, I am completely useless at jokes, seriously. I mean, people tell me jokes and then like I'll try and then pass it on to somebody else. And I inevitably get it wrong. You know what I mean? I'll either say the punchline first stupidly, or I'll remember it wrong, or I just won't be able to remember it properly at all. Oh dear. So yeah, no, but this is cool, man. This is cool. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a really silly joke now, but like I said, I'm just useless at remembering them. No, I can't think of anything at the minute. But yeah, okay. So yes, what should we talk about now? I haven't got a clue off the top of my head right now. Wonder where Spotty is. Oh, he's over there. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Actually, yes. I shared a picture on my Twitter page. That's from Instagram. I've tried doing an Instagram account, like I say, folks, and I'm still trying to sort that out. But for whatever reason, it's all got screwed up, and I'm just really having trouble trying to get one sorted out. But I am going to try and get an Instagram account sorted, so I can put some stuff on there and what have you. But anyway, there's a guy called Mo Saji, like I say, that I follow. Really like his stuff, and he's got an Instagram. What's the name there? And he's got this picture of a brand new cat that he's got. He's got a new pet, new cat, and it's called a Bengal or something. I don't think I've ever heard of that breed, to be honest. I presume there is a breed called a Bengal. Not tiger, by the way. It's not a Bengal tiger, but apparently it is crossed with like a leopard or something like that. Or at least this is what he says. But you should see the picture of it. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's amazing, and it kind of looks a little bit like a sort of wild cat. Do you know what I mean? In the sense that like the markings on it, it looks slightly tigery or leopardy looking or whatever. It looks gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I love it. So you know, maybe you can check him out if you want. Like I say, it's called Mo Sargi. Don't ask me to spell it because I haven't got a clue off the top of my head. Actually, wait a minute. Let me. Don't worry, folks. You might be commenting. You might be able to still see me, but I can't see me at the moment because I'm just going to quickly just go to his channel and then I can get the spelling of it. Where do we go? Go to there. Go to history. Come on, Mo Sargi, where are you? I was only on your channel a minute ago. Where the heck? Da, da, da. Come on. What the heck? Right, here we go. Right, so the spelling of his name is Moesargi. So that's Mo Sargi, like I said. And like I said, just go and check out that picture, man. It is so cool. If you like cats and really cute ones, that picture is gorgeous. I love it. Such a beautiful pussycat. And the fact that it's crossed with, like, well, he said like a leopard or something, but to be fair and honest, I think that doesn't sound quite right to me. But anyway, apparently it's called a Bengal, and he's called it Tom, by the way. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to say, he's called his cat Tom. Tom. So you know, I think he's giving it a great name there, don't you, mate? Okay, so let me catch up. Right, hang on. Sorry, guys. The thing went blank again on me, so I'm having to catch up quickly. Try and get a bit more comfortable financially. Sorry, we're having to take away. Oh, we're having to take away tonight from Burger King, so I don't have to cook. Have all the time in the world. Cool. Okay, nice one. Try and get a bit more comfortable financially. You know, there's a Burger King 3 blocks away from me. Excuse me. I can make it back there and back in like 5 minutes. Now the question is, should I? Suggestions. White Horse. Yeah. I'm planning on streaming for at least another good half an hour. Maybe a little bit longer than that, to be quite honest. So at least another, I'm going to say at least another 45 minutes. At least another 45 minutes that I'm going to be streaming. So White Horse, if you're hungry and you want to just pop out and go and get yourself something to eat, that's absolutely fine. We'll still be here and we'll be waiting for you and we'll be waiting for a piece of that burger. Yes, Burger King is great. Yes, it is. We call it Hungry Jacks here in Australia. Oh wow, well that's interesting. Yeah, so yeah, White Horse Rider, if you wish to go and get yourself a burger, you're more than welcome to do so. Like I said, we will still be here, eagerly awaiting your turn and like I say, a bite of that burger. Okay, cool. Right, okay. Sorry guys, I'm trying to catch up. Bleep, 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 bleep. Excuse me. Right, in Texas, Hungry Jacks are pancakes. All right, I heard that. Extra cough medicine, good on you, Ruth. Most excellent. Yes, yeah. Perhaps, like I say, I should check into that myself. Thank goodness for the first of the month. Yes, the first of the month is always grand. I've always dreamed of going to Australia. Apparently, when Burger King attempted to open here, the name Burger King was already trademarked. Wow. Ooh, interesting. How fascinating. Does your version of Burger King in Australia serve fried pancakes? They're delicious. Remember, no onion rings for Paul. But they're excellent French fries. No, yuck. We basically fry everything in the South, especially in Texas. Cool. I love fries. I love fried. Well, I mean, sorry, I love anything fried. I probably love it too much, to be quite honest. One of my favorite meals, and I have vlogged this. So if you are new to my channel, White Horse, by the way, I have done videos where I've gone to we have a pub chain here called Witherspoons, do cheap and cheerful food. It's nice, good, honest food sort of thing. And my favorite thing to get there is the fried breakfast. I absolutely love it. You know, tomatoes and the sausage and the bacon, fried eggs and hash browns. Oh, it's making myself hungry just thinking about it. Oh boy. Hang on, sorry, folks, it's disappeared again. See, this is slowing me down now because I'm trying to catch up with you guys' comments and I can't because it's disappeared. And so, but right, hang on, right, here we go. My favorite is fried green tomatoes, super delicious. Sounds nice. I have family in Tennessee. Apparently, Nashville is amazing. Wow, nice one. Woo, how cool! How cool is that? I need to wait at least an hour tea and sorry, whoa, slow down. Wait, I'm trying to read it. I need to wait at least an hour tea and you ate don't want to put on the extra pounds, know what I mean, and plan to binge. Right, okay. Wow, that came out totally wrong. You know, the one thing I miss about England, Scotch eggs. I love them. Don't you have Scotch eggs there? Really? Oh, wow. Do you know, I haven't had a Scotch egg in, I can't remember how long, actually. It's been a good couple of years since I've had one. They're not my favourite, to be quite honest. I'm not a big fan of them, but I do like them and I will eat them. They're not bad, but they're not my favourite food, to be quite honest. But yeah, I'm surprised that you haven't got them there. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I think 10 has great pulled chicken sandwiches. Ooh, right, sounds nice. I meant to say I need to wait an hour to eat. Don't want to put on the extra pound since I'm planning to binge. LOL. Cool. Oh boy. No, fair enough. Like I said, you know, because like you asked if we watched them, and I was just letting you know that if you needed to, it was perfectly fine. So anyway, cool, no problem. Scotch eggs is one of the mainstays in Texas at all the picnics and barbecues. Yeah, I like to say I will eat them, and I have enjoyed them in the past, but I'm not a massive fan of them necessarily. But I don't mind Scotch eggs. Yeah, cool. Um, yeah. Whilst we were all chatting about stuff like that, there was something I was thinking about, and as usual, it's gone out of my head. But anyway, I'm sure it'll pop back in again at some point. Right, I actually need another cup of tea. This one, or at least the remnants of this, has now gone cold. So just chat amongst yourselves for 2 seconds, literally, like I said, and I shall. Sorry. Yes, actually, Nashville is gorgeous. One of the most beautiful places in America. And coming from a Texan, that's saying something. Oh wow, cool. Do you fancy? Oh, hang on. Do you fancy going? Sorry, my flipping dyslexia. Do you fancy going for a Witherspoons on Saturday? Ooh, yeah, why not? Yeah, okay, if you fancy it. Yeah, cool, mate. No problem. And maybe for once, you know, hopefully with this flipping what's name, I can treat you. So yeah, that'd be nice. Right, let me just go and make a cup of tea, guys. 2 secs. 2 secs. I'm still here. I'm not gone anywhere. Don't worry. Let's make this cup of tea quick. Please, it's all right. What's the matter? Hey, where's your matter? You go. Hey, you go. Yeah, folks, look. I'll see if you can see Spotty in the kitchen, look. See, he won't come over here at the moment. Look, there he is. He's sat on the thing, look, he's looking at us. Spotty! He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Yeah. Come in. Come in to give us some lovings. Come on. You're beautiful. No? No. He probably won't come over just yet. But, yeah, I just wanted to say, show you Spotty and say hi to him. Yay, Spotty. Oh, I love Spotty. Yay. Right. Okay. Oh boy. Ooh, oops. Cameras all over the place. All right, there we go. Right, yeah. Oh, I better put my glasses back on. I can't see a flipping thing without them. Right. Right. Nope, no Scotch eggs here. We've always, sorry, I've always said whenever I go back for a visit, I will step off the plane at Heathrow, and my first destination will be M&S Food at the airport for 2 Scotch eggs. Nice one, love it. Yeah, maybe you should stock up on them when you were going back. You know what I mean? Go to M&S and sort of like buy a crate full or something and take them back with you. That sounds good, Paul. The food sounds great. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, the Witherspoons, like I say, it's a chain of pubs that we have here. And like I say, they're cheap and cheerful. They're very, very popular. And the food is reasonably priced, really. And like I say, it's nice, good, honest food. You know what I mean? It's not sort of like, you know, that. Sorry to say this, and you know, I'm sorry if it like some people disagree, but you know, all this sort of arty farty food, if you know what I mean, where you know it's all what's them. I like just good, honest food. You know what I mean? Plain and simple. But that's just my taste. You know what I mean? That's just me. Do you know what I mean? I don't like food that's been faffed about with and played around with and, and this, that, and the other. And put this little leaf on it and that little leaf and sorry, just not me. Is he waiting for food? Spotty, I mean. No, he's been fed. He's been fed. Like I say, I try to keep the times when I feed him to a regular thing. They always say that cats kind of need that, where you should try to always feed them at the same time. So even if say like, I mean, he gets fed twice a day. So he gets fed in the morning and he gets fed in the evening. He has 2 bowls of food, 2 bowls of wet food. But I like to try and keep it around at about the same time each day, because they kind of get used to that and they kind of, you know, and it's a good thing for them to have that routine. So yeah, no, he's been fed. He was fed at 6 o'clock. No, sorry, I beg your pardon. No, because I fed him earlier because obviously I was doing the live stream at 6. So, but no, he's been fed. It's just that cats are very fascinating little creatures, to be quite honest. The thing is that like he likes to sleep in different places. So at the moment, he's taken to sleeping on the counter in the kitchen. And so he'll do that for, it could be a couple of days, it could be a couple of weeks, and then he'll find somewhere else, another spot in the house, and he'll sit there for a couple of days or a couple of weeks or whatever sort of thing. They're very funny creatures, fascinating. And he slept in some very odd. He slept in the sink because now he's lying down. You see, he's lying down on the counter. Look, you see, you'll see him. Look, he's now. Oops, sorry. So I know it's a bit difficult because the light's so white in the kitchen that it's blurring everything out. But he's now laying on the counter, you see, and he'll curl up and go to sleep on there. And like I say, he slept in the sink, and he slept in. There's a one of his food boxes that's now empty is next to his bowls, and he slept in that a few times. And you think about it, you see, right? You see this thing here. That's the other thing about cats, right? If you guys, any of you guys are cat owners or thinking of getting a cat, I highly recommend that you don't buy one of these things, right? This is just my advice. I'm not saying, obviously, ultimately it's entirely up to you because I'm sure there are other cats that would love that and use it all the time. That cost me £100 when I bought that. Yeah. He's never used it. No, I'll tell a lie. He investigated when I first got it and he did go in that bit in the middle where the hole is. And he did mooch around for a little while when I first bought it. But since then, he's never used it. He's never bothered with it. And it cost me £100. Do you know what I mean? It's like cats are so flipping fickle. They're so flipping. Do you know what I mean? It's amazing. Like, but give him a piece of string or a cardboard box, and he's happy as Larry. Do you know what I mean? It's like flipping heck. I might as well just bought him a cardboard box instead of that thing. Do you know what I mean? Oh well, what can you do? Oh, why have they restricted Ruth? They've restricted your message. Why have they restricted it? Hey up, Ruth. What are you doing? How can I find out? Why have they restricted your message? Ruth, they've restricted a message of yours for some reason. I have no idea why. Considering it's you, I find that highly, highly surprising, to be quite honest. Of all people, why would they restrict a message that you left? That seems very, very odd. And I'm not sure how I can... no, I have no idea. I don't know how to find that message. Right, yes, so I don't know what happened there, Ruth. But for some reason they've restricted a message that you've sent. It just says restrict. It's got your name, and then in what's names it says restricted message. So I'm not sure why. Okay. Anyway, so let's must feed kitty. Yay! So I think White Horse is going to feed her kitty. I think. I'm not sure. Yes. Let's go to a fancy restaurant where we pay $100 for a meal and get something the size of a big toe. Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean, Tommy? It's like, what? Are you kidding me? No, just give me something plain and honest and straightforward. Definitely. Food here. Right, BD, Kev. That's £100 clothes horse now, isn't it? Yes, exactly. Yeah, and that's what I do. Literally, when I'm drying my clothes, because I don't have a drying machine, I've got a washing machine, but I don't have a dryer. So when I'm drying my clothes, because it's right next to the radiator anyway, I put my clothes on it. I use it as a clothes horse now. Do you know what I mean? Because, like I said, he just doesn't bother with it. Oh boy. Anyway, it says retracted. Oh, you see, it's my dyslexia. See what I mean? Because when words look similar, it's because you see, like I say, I don't know exactly how the dyslexia works, but I know for a fact that see the way I recognize words is through how the shape that they make, if that makes any sense to people. Words when they're written, because like if they've got an L which is a bit longer than and it's the lumps and bumps. I know this might not make any sense to people, but it's the shape that the word makes. And if a word makes a shape that's similar to another word, then that's how, and that's why that's why Joanne said it's a word blindness. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, to me, it looked like restricted, because that's what my eyes were seeing, rather than actually reading the word. It was because that's kind of what I do, is rather than read the word straight away, my brain first recognizes the shape that it makes. And that's the first bit of information that my brain receives. And so that's why I get them mixed up. So, but yeah, so it's retracted. Got you. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, mate. That's cleared that up. I did that spelled it wrong. Yeah. Sorry, Ruth. We've cleared it up. Yeah, no, absolutely. It's because of my dyslexia, like I say. Because of the way it works, like I say, restricted and retracted to me to my what's name, the shape looks very similar. And like I say, my brain tends to recognize the shape of the word well before I actually read it, if you see what I mean. Obviously, that it's like split seconds. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know, what's the name, but yeah, that's kind of how my brain reads words. You know, like I say, being dyslexic, it's a fascinating thing. It's also quite, obviously, as you can imagine, it can be quite a handicap in ways as well. But yeah, but the way my brain has compensated over the years to try and be able to read is basically, like I say, it recognizes the shape first, and then, you know what I mean, then I'll read the word. So that's why sometimes I have to reread something a couple of times before I realize, oh no, actually it says this. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, blah blah blah. Sounds like truth deleted a. Eh? Oh, you see how I just. Oh my God. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I'm saying? That. Why did I see a T? And again, it's because. Oh boy. Sorry. Sounds like Ruth deleted her message. Yes. Sorry. Retracted it. Yes. Sorry about that. Sorry, guys. Knew that was going to happen. Got to go now, mate, but thanks for a great night, and we'll be in touch before the weekend. Cheers for now. Nice one, Kev. Nice one, mate. It's been great having you. So yeah, looking forward to hearing from you later. And yeah, cool. Hope you enjoy the rest of your night, and see you soon. Nice one, mate. Yeah. Oh, sorry, my cup of tea. 1 second, guys. Oh boy. Oh God. Oh, you could draw. Beautiful. Sorry about that, folks. Oh boy. Right. You've been going at this a while now, Paul. Yes, Sandra. Yeah. Like I said, I mean, the last live stream I did last week was about just over 3 hours. But I quite enjoy it, to be quite honest. It's quite good, actually. It's quite cool. I mean, it's 9 o'clock now. I guess I'll do it for another, maybe, let me think. Maybe another half an hour. I think I'll give it another half an hour, perhaps. We'll see, kind of see how it goes. But definitely another half an hour, and then I guess, you know, sort of natural conclusion then after that, I guess. Just popping in, popping out again. Might pop back in again. Nice one. Cool. Love it. Okie dokie. See you when you pop in again. Nice. Oh God, you can't beat a nice cup of tea, can you? You really can't. Something lovely about a nice cup of tea, man. Really refreshing. Of course, I drink Yorkshire tea, like, you know, being a northerner. And I've got to admit, and maybe I'm biased, but I reckon it's one of the better cup of teas out there, actually. Better than Tetley's and all the other ones and this, that, and the other. In my humble opinion, it's a really nice cup of tea. I'm going to go, mate. 6 a.m. Oh, wow, flipping heck. Going to go back to bed for an hour or two. Yes, nice one, Tom. Fair enough. Fair play to you, mate. Catch you soon. I'll say we'll be here again next week, 6 o'clock on a Monday. As I said, for now, we'll just keep it at this time for now. And as I said, over the next couple of weeks, we'll just have a little chat amongst ourselves and see if we want to change the time or keep it the same, or change the day or whatever and so forth. And yeah, so we'll just keep it going as it is for now, like I say, and we'll just discover over time if we need to change it for whatever reason. Cool, no problem. Have a good one, Kev. Night, Tom. Nice one. Yeah. Spotty's still sat in the kitchen at the moment. I keep wanting him to come over because sometimes when I'm sat here at my computer and I'm watching YouTube stuff or whatever, and he'll come over and he'll come and sit on the desk. He'll come and sit on the desk with me. And like sometimes that makes it a bit difficult then, because of course I'm trying to watch stuff and I'm trying to look around my cat to try and watch whatever's going on in the video. But it's really nice. It's actually quite cute to have him sat here with me. And then he comes rubbing up against me. It's really nice, actually. Love it. Yeah, sounds good to me, mate. You can't please everyone, so just do what's easiest for you. Cool. No problem, mate. Take care, Tom. Cool. Yay. Yo, Tom, my boy. I love that. Yeah, Tom. Sorry, I don't know if you've gone already or not, but just very quickly, and the chat's disappeared again, so sorry. But if you are still there, just check out Mosaji. Like I said, he's on YouTube. Just check him out because, like I said, he does this thing about this ghost that apparently follows him around, and it's called Tom. And he's even made merch, like a lot of YouTubers have the hoodies and the t-shirts, and it's got "Yo Tom, my boy" written on it. I just think you might enjoy it. I thought you might like that. You know what I mean? Yo Tom, my boy. So yeah, cool. Sorry, my camera keeps moving around. Right, yeah, Tom may have gone, so fair enough. He might have not caught that. I'm not sure if he did or not. But yeah, I think it's rather funny, like I said. Yo, Tom, my boy. Yeah, so we're down to 4 people now. We were 7 people a minute ago. Now we're down to 7. No, I know. We had 7 people a minute ago, and now we're down to 4. Cool. Are you being Santa Claus this year in work, Paul? We'll have to keep growing the beard. Yeah, I must admit, it did cross my mind. It did cross my mind, and I must admit, I'm in 2 minds about it, to be quite honest. I'm going to kind of see what their reaction is initially. I think what I'm thinking of doing, actually, because to be quite honest, when I look back on that video, and the one where I'm about to shave it off, but even the couple of videos before that, I actually, to be perfectly honest, I didn't like it that big. I think it's more so because of the salt and pepper now, as they call it. Do you know what I mean? Because of all the grey and the white and what have you. When it was black, well, I had a very dark beard. My beard was very, very dark. Not quite black, I don't think necessarily, but it was quite a dark beard. And even when it grew quite thick and bushy and longish, being dark, it didn't look too bad at times. But when I look back on that video and I see, and it was I did almost look like flipping Buster. The guy that was in Only Fools and Horses, Buster Merrifield. Kind of a bit Buster Merrifield looking. And I don't know, I didn't like it that big. I really didn't. I thought, I don't know. It just made me look. I felt really uncomfortable. I felt when I looked at it, I felt really, really kind of old. And so, but if you don't have it a biggie bush or big bushy beard, then it's less Father Christmassy looking. But I've still got the Santa hat. and I'm definitely thinking of wearing it. Getting nearer to the time, of course. Do you know what I mean? So sort of December time, whatever sort of thing. And so I will let it grow a bit more, definitely. But I'm not sure I want it to go to that big bushy thing that I had before. I really don't fancy that. But yeah, definitely do the Santa hat and what have you sort of thing. It'd be interesting and cool to see what their reaction is compared to the reaction I had in my shop, because they all kind of knew that it was supposed to be happening anyway. Because like my original boss, David, did suggest it in the first place initially. So, but yeah, so I'll let it grow a little bit, like I say, but I'm fairly certain I don't want it to go to that big flipping bushy thing that I had. Do you know what I mean? 'Cause I don't know. Just like I say, when I look back on that video, and every now and again, periodically, I'll sort of catch a glimpse of it as I'm going through my videos and just checking for comments. That's the other thing as well, by the way. That's sorry, that was another thing I really need to mention. I wish other people were still here. But the comments, your comments, guys, I'm still not getting notifications for. So comments that you're leaving on my videos, I have no idea if you're leaving comments on my videos at all. And I'm having to physically go into my video manager to actually check if there is comments or not. It's a real pain in the ass, to be quite honest, seriously pain in the ass. And I've checked it, like I said, and I've checked my settings. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with my settings at all. I honestly, guys, I don't know what's going on, and I'm not sure how to resolve it. To be quite honest, I really don't. So please bear with me on the comments thing. But please don't let that stop you from leaving comments on videos either necessarily, guys. So please just feel free to continue commenting on videos, and I will try to get back to you as best I can. But please be aware that if I miss one of your comments and it feels like, oh, Paul's kind of ignored me or whatever, or he's responded to so but he didn't respond to mine or whatever, that's it. Obviously it's not that situation. It's just that I really don't know when you guys have left a comment or not. But please don't let that stop you from commenting, because it's great when you do. Do you know what I mean? And it's more power to the channel and stuff as well. So please, like I say, please continue to leave comments, but be aware of the fact that I'm just really struggling to find out when you've left some, and to be able to respond to them. So apologies for that. I have to go, everyone. Have a good week. Thanks. Nice one, White Horse. It's been great having you. Thank you very much for your contribution and stuff. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you next week. Definitely. Same place, same time. Cool. Nice one. Have a good one. Take care. See you soon. Yes, so okay, guys. It's kind of feels like it's winding down a little bit. I mean, we have been at it for 3 hours. And you know what it's like with me. I mean, I hate sort of ending these things, to be quite honest, because when I literally press the button to end the live stream, to me it feels kind of, I feel like I'm being rude. It's like I know this might sound silly, but it almost feels like I kind of slammed the door in your face, kind of thing, in a metaphorical sense. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of how it feels, because I don't know, it just kind of feels, and I guess it's like I said, it goes back to that thing that because we haven't got that normal human interaction where you're actually physically in front of the person and you can end a conversation in a natural, more sort of comfortable way, if you like. This feels a little bit more kind of artificial, and it feels a little bit sort of like, like, so when I press that, there's a big red button right in front of me at the bottom of my screen here that says end stream. And so when I click on that, even though I've said goodbye to you guys and you've said goodbye to me or whatever, that I noticed that, you're still kind of there, in the background, kind of waiting for that moment when I guess when the screen just does whatever it's going to do. But it still kind of feels a bit like I've just gone. So I don't know. It's just me. I'm just, like I say, I just find it a bit awkward. It's a bit of an awkward moment for me, that when I'm ending the live stream. So that's kind of why I always I guess why I always dither towards the end of it. because I always find it a little bit awkward. Oh boy. But yeah, I mean, we got like there's 4 people, and it's 9:10. Yeah, I think reluctantly, I think maybe this is a good point to end it. Have a look at my last comment. Right, okay, mate. Oh, which video? Do you know which video it was? Was it the last video or sorry? Because like I said, Dan, that's the thing. Without any notifications whatsoever, I have no idea what video it'd be. You know what I mean? It could be 2, 3 videos back or whatever. That's why it's so frustrating and so annoying. Because, like I said, when I used to get the notification, it would actually tell me which video it is. Do you know what I mean? So I just click on it and it'll take me straight to the video where you've left a comment. Do you know what I mean? So in the chat, I beg your pardon. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I missed one, haven't I? Oh, sorry. You'll have to do something with the Hand of Horror in work on. Oh God. Oh yeah. I hadn't even thought of that. Oh my God. Yeah. Imagine that. Yeah. Oh my God. Well, oh, that is brilliant. I love it. Dan, I absolutely love it. Oh my God, that'd be awesome. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hang on. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Definitely going to do this. Also, Dan, I've asked my manager if it's possible for me to be filmed by one of them using my camera when I'm serving when it's not busy. Obviously, there's no way I'll be able to do it when we're in the busy period because it's just you know what I mean. It just can't happen. Basically, it's just plain and simple. But I've asked her now. We've got to speak to the I forget what his title is, but he's like Ben. Anyway, Ben, who sort of like is the manager of all the 11 shops in the whole of Victoria, I think, or whatever. Anyway, we'll have to speak to Ben and sort of see what round about that, because that would also be fantastic to film as well, a video, I think. And I'd love to do it sort of like get one of my colleagues to like do a film, you know, or film it. But the thing is, we have to also be careful about because it's private premises in a sense. It's different. It's different if you're in the public space. When you're in the public space, there's no expectation of privacy. But because it's a private company, to film people within the shop of Pret, people can have much more rights in terms of like whether they want to be filmed or not. So it's a bit of a more grey, dodgy area in that sense. Still do the Hand of Horror thing, definitely, but I'd love to be able to film it because I'd love to be able to like sit it on the counter. Yeah, and of course, people it'll then become a bit of a talking point, obviously, and people are going to like look at it, whatever, this, that, and the other. But of course, I will be able to do the what's the thing where I'll just like I don't know, I'll do it in I'll sort of like make some sort of comment to them or whatever, and I'll kind of just go like, "That's brilliant," and then just like you know or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And get an opportunity to clap my hands and then set it off. Do you know what I mean? And can you imagine their reaction? Oh man, I love it! I love it! I love it! I love it! This is brilliant. Nice one, Dan. Nice one. Nice one. Absolutely love this. Oh, you've got me going now, and I'm gonna write this one down for definite as well, because just in case, because like I say, sometimes I've got a mind like a sieve and I can forget stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm going to write this down, man, because Hand of Horror. Right. Yes, I've got that written down. So it helped to remind me. But yeah, no, this is a fantastic. I love it. I absolutely. And do you know what? The thing is that my boss will definitely go for this. And we won't necessarily need to get permission or anything like that. The filming bit, like I said, though, you know, it's going to be a little bit more of a tricky situation. That might or might not happen. I don't know. But they'll definitely go for the hand being on the counter thing and sort of like, you know, especially like maybe actually on Halloween itself or maybe a couple of days leading up to it, whatever. But yeah, this thanks for that. I never would have thought of it. Honestly, I probably never have thought of it. So this is gonna be so cool. I'm really looking forward to this now. Excellent. Oh, I've got it in my head. I've got it in my, I'm telling you, I'm picturing it now. The hands sat on the countertop there. And then somebody's going to come up and sort of like, oh wow, is it sort of Halloween prop, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, and blah blah blah, and so excellent, love it, fantastic. Oops, sorry, comments disappeared again. Oh dear, the hand of horror has snatched all the comments away. Sorry, I'm useless at trying to be humorous. Oh boy. Oh dear. Yes, I shall definitely not be giving up my day job anytime soon. So become a comedian. Yeah, sorry guys, it's disappeared again. Just come on, come back. Yeah, elevator music. We definitely need elevator music in these moments. Definitely. Right, it's back. Right, okay. Right, mate. Glad I could give you some ideas. Definitely make some gaming videos. Yes, I'm going to check that out. Definitely. Have some practice goals and watch Geo Cruiser Wizard before recording. Yeah, definitely. Good night, mate. Good night, mate. And Sandra said pop. And Sandra, I know you've just popped in, but I was thinking, well, you know, we're down to 4 people. And well, in fact, until you came back, actually, we were 3 people, but now we're 4 people. Yeah. I know. Oh boy. And I was saying, I find it really hard ending these live streams. I really do. Because a part of me's like, I don't want to. But there's another part of me's like, come on, you've got to be sensible and realistic now. It's now 9:15, and so on and so forth. And you know, and as you know how the crap goes. So it's kind of like we've got to manage these things, haven't we? We've got to be practical as much as we don't want to. Like it's like you were saying yesterday. It's like we're in that moment. We're happy, we're comfortable, and all the rest of it. And now we've got to sort of like, no, we've got to get out. And so, does the tea keep you up? Only in terms of like, it probably makes me go to the loo. Sorry, don't want to give too much information, but yeah, other than that, not really in that, not like caffeine in the sense. Sorry, excuse me. Or does the caffeine mess with your deep sleep? No, like I say, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not sure 100% to be quite honest, but no, I don't. I wouldn't say so necessarily. Like I said, the only what's him is if I drink literally before I go to bed, then yeah, I'm definitely be getting up to go to the loo. There's no 2 ways about that. Well, rock out with your bad self. Nice one. Okie doke, Sandra. Okay, guys. Okay, folks. Whoever's left. So as much as I don't want to end this live stream, believe me, because it's been really, really cool. I've really enjoyed it. And like I say, I always feel awkward. This is the awkward bit for me, is ending it because, like I say, for some reason, very weirdly, it feels like I'm slamming the door in your face for some reason. I don't know why it feels like that, but it just does. So, okay, cool. Righty ho, folks. So, yeah. I will definitely catch you guys next week, same time, same place. The chat just disappeared. Sorry, I can't end it now until I've seen because I'm sure somebody's leaving a comment, and it'll feel rude just not to respond to it right now. Oh come on! I swear to God, somebody, not you guys, but somebody somewhere is going like, oh, he's about to end the live stream. Right, quick. Take the chat away quick. So what's the? No, I know. I'm being silly. Right. It always feels like that. Yeah. I will say goodbye bye, and good night now, Paul. I will catch you next week, hopefully. Night, night. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Don't shut the door on me. No. Right. Okay, folks. No, I've definitely got to go. I don't, like I said, this has always been an awkward bit for me. So, all right. I love you all. Take care. Have a good night. And I will definitely be seeing you in the vlogs and be seeing you again next week in the live stream. So bye for now, and I'll catch you all very soon. Bye.